Huzzah, Mr. Bear, and welcome in. How are you doing, my friend? I'm so sorry that I wasn't live last week. I fully intended to do some Shining Force CD after my sister visited last Friday. Unfortunately, she stayed a little bit longer than I expected, and I was absolutely exhausted afterwards. I was in no fit state to be doing anything at all, but I am back today, and I'm so glad you're here because you are so much more familiar with this game than I am, so hopefully you can help guide me through it. How's your day going there, Mr. Bear? Are you going to be with us for a while, or have you got a lunch to go off to? What are your plans? Let me swap over to the live scene and get this game going, shall I? If I can remember all the buttons I've got to push to make this happen. You should have sound, you should have animation now, and I think we're here? It's quite loud in my ear. I'm going to have to turn it down a little bit, but I think it normally is at this point. No biggie, makes this one all the more fun. Oh, glad to hear it, dude, glad to hear it. I've barely been on Twitch for the last couple of weeks. I literally just did a short stream last night of some Red Dead Redemption just to get back in the swing of things. I feel like I've fallen out of the routine of doing this with how things have been on the home front recently. You had leftover carry-out chicken from Popeyes, so you're good to go. That sounds amazing. Is that a bit like a KFC type thing, like a Southern Fried Chicken or something else? Jella! Hey! Welcome in, girl. How are you doing? How are you doing on this fine day? I cannot remember where I'm at, so I'm going to have to check all the menus and see what's going on. Doesn't look like anyone's dead. I feel like maybe I didn't sort out my items after the last fight, but apparently we haven't got a shop, so I guess I'm just going to be swapping these between people. Check the game link you whispered me. I will do it after the stream if that's alright, Mr. Bear, unless it's urgent for right now and we need to talk about it right now. Better than KFC, of which you're not a big fan. Oh, okay. I mean, I must admit, I do like a good kufka, as I call it, but I've got a local place that is actually way better as well. Jala, you're a bit under the weather. Oh, sorry to hear that. You took the afternoon off work, actually, so you're in bed hanging out here. Well, I'm glad that you can devote your full attention today and not have distractions of work. Oh my goodness. But thank you for spending this time with me, and I hope you're feeling better soon. Remember, I can aggress and get the shop to appear. I think I actually had aggressed to get here, so whether... Oh, we'll find out. I didn't actually check back on the last stream. I probably should have. I don't think anyone needs promoting. But I might need to look at people's items? Maybe? I don't know. God, it's amazing how quickly I forget all of this. Oh, at least I've got proper healing seeds now rather than medical herbs. That's going to be more helpful. So shade is decent. Maybe I did already prep everybody. Everyone's looking pretty good right now. Barry was down one, wasn't he? Got Domingo. I didn't miss Amigo, did I? We haven't come across Amigo yet, I think. It looks like we're ready to go back in, actually. Jella says, thanks, friend. I think some rest will do the trick. That's good, that's good. Already took some meds? Just rest now. You look after yourself. Keep dosed up and warm, and keep your fluids up as well. We're just going to mother you for a bit there. But, yeah, take care of yourself. You know, nothing more important than your health. Have I changed my mind? I guess I have. Let's head back out into battle, shall we? Wherever that battle might be. I feel like maybe we're about to enter the fort. Geppo! Oh my goodness! And who is... Is it Evil Gately? Evil Gately on the forums. Used to use this as his avatar. That's who I see the minute I see this icon. That's crazy. Mr. Bear says to Jalla, greetings, my friend. Jalla is amazing, Mr. Bear. I don't know if you've met her before. I can't remember at what point you started watching me, Jalla, whether you were here for the last Shining stream or not. But yeah, Mr. Bear is a long-time user of Shining Force Central, if you don't remember him. He was Bifrost Bear on the forum. I need to do voices for this, I think, don't I? What voice does Geppel have? He's almost kind of robotic looking, but he's not a robot. I don't know. It was rude of you to keep me waiting, Nick. This is my standard enemy voice, isn't it? Still, I heard what you did to Dantom, so you must have some skill. Come on, show me what you've learned. And show me how much of a sore throat I get doing this. And then I'll show you how it's done. I really have to find a new voice to do, because that is so freaking painful. At least that's all the voice work I've got to do for now. Oh my goodness, Jella, thank you for the sub, you naughty thing. Please don't be wasting money on me unnecessarily if you don't have to. I try and run a set of ads at the very start of the stream to negate ads for viewers for the first 20 minutes or so, but thank you very much for that. Candice Caleb, do I have a favourite Shining Force? You know what? I'm gonna hedge on that. I love them all. But I guess I have a particularly soft spot for Shining Force 2, being that I made like such a big guide and spent so much time on it. But I also absolutely adore Shining Force, you know, the original one, because the artwork is that much cooler than for Shining Force 2, and I love the setting of it. What about you? What is your favourite Shining Force? And I think I've missed a little bit of a chat going on here. Mr. Bear, Amiga should be in one of the bushes to the lower right of the drawbridge. Awesome. So we haven't missed her. Cully! Hey, welcome in, buddy. How are you doing today? It's been a little while. I do apologise. You always thought Geppel had a very Darth Vader-ish voice. I could try and do that, but I really think that's going to do my throat in. High-pitched and squeaky? Oh, God, no. Hey, Gamer Bowie, welcome along. Welcome. How are you doing on this fine day? Great to have everyone here with me today. Oh, Jalek, you're being crazy gifting subs. Thank you. You can all enjoy your emotes now. The museum battle in this game is the cake, though. I mean, I only did it once way back in the day, so I don't really remember anything about it. So it's going to be an interesting one. I'm counting on you guys to guide me through. Candid Caleb, awesome. You've only played Shining Force 1, but you just started Shining Force 2 last night. You are in for a treat. It's you may have found some aspects of Shining Force a little bit frustrating, perhaps on the user interface front, and oh my goodness, this is still so loud in my ears, guys. I hope it's not too loud for you. But there's been a lot of quality of life improvements in Shining Force 2 compared with Shining Force 1. It's also a lot more open world. I need to make a note of getting that white ring from the Evil Bishop at some point. So that's your first time playing Shining Force 2. So when you played Shining Force 1, was that back in the day or was that recently as well? You're a little angel, aren't you? Mr. Bear, what am I playing? Oh, you're talking to Candid. Should I call you Candid or should I call you Caleb? Do you have a preference? Let me know and I will try and remember. Oh, and the collection on Switch. Yeah, I heard Shining Force 2 only just came out on that. I noticed a massive surge in traffic on my Shining Force 2 site after that came out. So it seems like a lot of people have picked it up to play, which is amazing. Cully, tough to choose an overall favourite, but your top 3 pick tends to be Shining in the Darkness, Shining Force 3, and Shining Soul 2. Dude, I didn't realise that Soul 2 was so far up there in your ratings. I mean, they were... I feel like they're not super canon, but I guess, yeah, I can see why they were enjoyable. I did enjoy playing those games. Definitely more so than some of the more modern ones. Mr. Bear, as you would say over here, the museum battle is a bitch, kitty. I have never heard that expression before in my life, my dude, and I feel like I've got so much chat to scroll through and catch up on. I'm so sorry, guys. The insta-save will work wonders when you get to the blacksmith. And of course, Mr. Bear knows this stuff. What about... Oh my goodness, more things are happening! I'm waiting for the note to see what that is. Julian, welcome in! Don't cry, it's sad, but it is a war. Caleb is easy, but you're fine with whatever. I will try my best to remember to do Caleb, but sometimes I just read off what I see on the screen, so if it comes out as Candid, then apologies for that. Violacious, good morning-ish, good evening-ish. How are you doing, my friend? Oh my goodness. You will... Jalachan says, I'll say, replaying Shining Force after doing a lot of the more recent Fire Emblem installments is rough. So many quality of life improvements in the past however many years. It's true. I find there's some annoyances with Shining Force 1, not gonna lie. I found that on my playthrough. But you know what? It's got the nostalgia factor to win over that. Mr. Bear, Bitch Kitty is right up there with Payback's a Bitch. Oh, okay. I've never heard that expression before in my life. I kind of like it. I think I've got a couple of Bitch Kitties. Is there anything else we need to try and pick up from this? Doesn't look like it, just the white ring. There was... Oh, hey! These are sneaky buggers. Didn't see them hiding here. We got some wyverns, or weaverns, as an ex of mine used to call them. Broadsword! That's not for picking up. We got a chest. Nearly missed that. Who else we got? Chimeras. They have nothing. More Durahans. Dullahans. Whatever you want to call them in this game. You know what? I think we're just going to pile them up and see what happens. Yeah, we've done all those. Alright. Well, wish me luck, guys. Hopefully it goes better than the last time. And I've missed more chat already. Holy shit, guys, it's busy tonight. Jella, note this does not change your love of Shining games. I mean, rightly so. You can't fault a game from the past for being of its generation and not having the modern improvements. I mean, that's rich coming from me complaining about Red Dead 1 last night, but I can appreciate how it must have been a great game in its time. I'm just used to the improvements over it. Cully, Shining Soul 2's Prim is such a badass. Plus you have Shining Soul 2's pick up and put down playability and portability. It often gets a new play during the holidays. Oh, so you play it a lot, dude. I don't think I've played it since it first came out, much like most of the other games. I don't replay games a great deal. Violacious, you're doing well? Really glad it's Friday. You and me both, my dear. You and me both. It's the weekend! Holy shit. Does everyone have nice plans? Mr. Bear says be sure to check out Moogie's guide to get all the mithril along the way. Some you can't go back and get later. He is absolutely right on that. There are 15 pieces, and you should find, I think, screenshots and a full guide on where to find them on my site. Caleb, you just replayed it. It was definitely rougher than when you played it back then, but you still love it. Hey, Domingo! Oh, we don't talk about Domingo here. Although we do have Domingo now, but there may have been a little incident when I played through Shining Force on my stream around Christmas time. I played it and I missed Domingo, but I'll let everyone else fill you in on what happened there. Cully, I love it. Nintendo Weavens! Jella-chan, it's a bit exciting not being able to change who goes when or knowing what order. Hang on, are we talking about randomizers? Did I miss something? I think I've missed something there. Apologies if I'm not keeping up very well there. You followed, so Caleb followed because Moogie's Guide has been around forever, just like I have. Getting old, man, getting old. And you remembered her stuff as you were going through again recently on the Twitch. Huzzah! I'm afraid my Twitch isn't solely focused on Shining Force. I have been playing some Shining games recently to bring the community back together a bit. But overall, I'm going to be playing more modern games on the channel. But thank you for coming along. Cully, and you will notice that not a lot of gaming actually gets done on these streams because there's so many people chatting, and I do try and keep up with everyone and read all the messages. So if you say something and I miss it, please do repost it or let me know that I've missed something, so I do try my best to read everything. Cully says, you think your first visit to Moogie's sites was a Shining Force 2 Mithril guide? It is one of the more popular pages on the site. Jalla, provided you feel better tomorrow, you're having a coffee and a chat with a friend who'll be on an upcoming episode of your podcast about performance and identity. Well, that sounds interesting, dude. If do you want to be able to post a link to that? Because if so, I think I can do the permit thing on Twitch to let you do that. I don't entirely know how it works. It never seems to go right, but I can try. Mr. Bear, you are somewhat Twitch. I think we all are. And then recording an episode about Ace Attorney live action movie. I didn't know they were making a live action movie. And then the charity stream for reproductive rights. Can you give me a poke when you're doing the reproductive rights charity stream? I would like to come along if it's compatible with my time zone, and if it's not, let me know what the donation link is for it, because I want to put something into that for sure. Mr. Bear, you can tell me about getting old. I think we've both got some experience in that now. Nix, how are you getting on, buddy? I've not been around for a couple of weeks, but I hope all your playthroughs are going well. Do you still have the Shining Force Twitch play going on, dude? Shifty! Hey, how are you doing? We are indeed Shining Force people, and we are here playing some Shining Force tonight. Really appreciate you joining in over on Kay's channel the other week. We had a lot of fun playing that game. We've done a couple more indies since then that you might enjoy going back and seeing our marvellous voice acting work that we did for those on her channel. If you, I think you followed her, so you should have the link for it, but if you don't, that is my dear buddy Ellie's Revenge, who I stream with sometimes. Okay, I think I'm kind of caught up. Oh, not right, you need to make a second channel for it. Fair play. I remember you were playing, was it Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, or was it Elder Scrolls? I forget. Stereo, I don't know what stereo we're talking about, but let's get on with playing, shall we? Now I'm vaguely caught up. One of these might be where Amigo is. I've already forgotten what one Mr. Bear said it was, so I'm just going to try and check all of them. Alright. Bear in mind, guys, I am not a pro at this by any stretch of the imagination. It has been a long, long time, and this is not the sort of game I tend to play these days. I find there's a bit too much for me to keep up with in terms of stats and who is in what condition and everything with my chronic illness. I get kind of confused with stuff. I meant to search that, but it wasn't searchable, so we're fine. It's all just a bit much. I need something a bit more instantaneous with not so much to keep track of in general. So These games, much as I love them, they're more a thing of my past, I would say, from the days when I was more able. Crowcheck! Hey buddy! How are you doing? It has been a long while. I'm very, very sorry that I haven't been on for a couple of weeks, and that I'm guessing being a bit later now, it's going to be even more towards your bedtime where you are, so I'm really sorry that clashes with you. I am in the right battle to get Amigo. I think I'm about to get her in a minute, if I can just keep up with the chat. Jaljan, you posted a link to the charity stream in the self-promo channel on the Discord, but you'll whisper it over. Nice one, thank you. I don't always catch everything in that channel. It seems to move along quite quickly. Cully, we're all Shining Forcey happy people. Shining Forcey happy people. It doesn't quite work, dude, but I'm gonna let you have that one. And more things going on. Is he at the second bridge? We will find out. We will check all these bushes. There is a second bridge. She could be at any one of these bushes. I don't know. We will find out when we get there. Let's start making our way up here with no rhyme or reason or thought going into it, because I can't plan that far ahead anymore. We've got some archers up there. Maybe I can think to stay back a little bit, because Domingo isn't as good as he would have been in Shining Force if I'd actually got him. He is kind of underpowered and not got as much magic points as I would like. He seems to rinse them pretty quickly, and then he's just there for absorbing damage, like for 2 turns until he dies. Bruce. Oh, yeah, we need to take some heat off Shade because the golems are moving down towards him. But you were doing a simple look around before going to bed. A simple look around on Twitch and you happened to catch me? That's fortunate, dude. At the outer bush on the right side. So this one over here, Growcheck. Down here, I need to head someone over that way. Let's put Gates over there and he can have a look there. Thank you, dude. How about let the Shining Force in? I don't know that tune, Mr. Bear. I'm so sorry. Do I have a favourite unit in... Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to go with... If we're talking about Shining games in general, I would probably go with Teo, just because I absolutely loved her and her pink hair, which kind of, you know, inspired all my colours later on in life. This is not searchable, I think. But in Shining Force CD, I don't know, I'm kind of loving Stock, because he's such a chonky little centaur and he really packs a punch. Send a slow dwarf to get Amigo. Well, I mean, what's she going to do in this battle anyway? She's going to go home, isn't she? She's not actually going to come out to the battlefield. Teo is indeed an icon. She's amazing. And going back prior to her, I absolutely adored Pyra in Shining the Darkness. Yes, Shifty, Stock is freaking awesome. He absolutely is. I've been blown away by how good he's been. You know, particularly being an archer. Albeit a centaur archer. Apis, what are we doing? Where are we going? Can we... We can't get that far. But... You know what? Oh, something just happened. So far! Oh my gosh, thank you for the bits, buddy! Thank you, that's so unnecessary, but much appreciated. I appreciate the good luck wishes. I hope you're doing well. I see your stream is just growing in leaps and bounds. You are doing absolutely amazing, mate. Absolutely amazing, and it's a pleasure to have you here. For anyone that doesn't know, let me give a little shout out to Zophar, because Zophar is the guy who actually provided a home for Shining Force Central many, many years ago. You might remember when it was on shining.zophar.net. That was this guy right here. He provided the hosting for the site for many, many years, and we wouldn't still be around to this day if he hadn't rescued us from whoever we were hosting with before. I've forgotten them because they were that bad, but Zophar I remember, and he is an excellent streamer. He's been doing loads of retro games on his channel. Definitely check him out, guys. Amazing fella, amazing fella. Shifty, you've only played this once, so you're not a pro, but you love him. This is my second playthrough in my entire life, dude. I am as far from a pro as you can get, but I've just decided, you know, with the drop of a hat there, that's who I love. There we go, that's my answer. Cully, we're having some more REM talk there. That could work. You're actually referring to how REM aren't too keen on shiny happy people being so popular? They're not? They did it as a bit of a one-off, let's have a sugary happy pop tune as a joke, and now regret it's one of their most well-known songs. Oh shit, did you know what? I think of REM and I think of Everybody Hurts, not Shiny Happy People. Centaur bone broth. What? Where did that come from? Far right bush, nice one, thank you Growcheck. Oh my gosh, so much to keep up on. You love the Shining themed alerts? Thank you, buddy. I do try and theme my alerts to whatever the game is that I'm playing, if I've got a particular layout for it. I used to have some really good ones, if I do say so myself, for the Red Dead streams. You're welcome, Zophar. It's the very least I can do with all you've done for me, over the years. And thank you so much for all the shout-outs and support you've given me as well here. Shifty, yeah, your 8-year-old has finally asked to play together, so you need to... Oh my goodness, that's amazing! Make a new Shining fan. It's perfect. Oh my goodness, can I just play some game? Everything is going on too much. What the hell? Night Lost. Yes, thank you for the resub and welcome in. You do indeed see a Domingo. He is not quite the magic creature we would love from Shining Force, but he is something, and he is here. He has been chosen for the final team for the end of this book. I think that should give you a list of who's been chosen and by whom. And there are still lots of slots open for that for book 1. Everybody Hurts is more like the sort of thing they like to be known for, is it, Kelly? Then good. I'm glad that I know that. His name is Luke. Was he named after... You got him a shirt with Shining Force 1 Luke for his 3rd birthday. That's adorable. But was he named for Shining Force Luke? And let's actually try and get an attack in on someone, shall we? Let's make a start on actually playing the game, guys. Thank you for your patience. It is... Holy motherfucking shirt balls! Apis, you badass! Oh, I forgot he's got the halberd now, hasn't he? That fucking kicks ass, man. Dude. Alright, Randolph. I do not think he's gonna live up to that, but let's see what he can do. And you know what, you talking about t-shirts reminds me that I've still got to finish off the Slade t-shirt. I promised Nibby knew that I would do that, God, months ago now, and I've not done any t-shirt work for freaking ages. Yeah, that's... I should probably get on that. I feel bad now. I feel bad. I promised I would do it, and it hasn't happened. Like, it started, and I haven't gone back to it. Really freaking bad of me. Okay, now let's see how he holds up for this. So I feel like we only recently swapped Randolph in. I don't feel like I know him very well right now. I like that he's purple. Purple's good. Hey, Colin, take a piss! Shit a duck. Oh, Stock! See, now we can see why this guy is so freaking amazing. Do not let me down, Stock. Look how chunky he is! Look at those legs on him! I kind of do want to bite his legs. Is that wrong? They're just so chunky! I want to pet him. Not in a weird way. Randolph the Red-Nosed Centaur. Oh god, I've still got to go and get Amigo. Don't let me forget that, guys. I would not live that down. If I missed Domingo in Shining Force 1 and then missed Amigo here, that would be pretty bad. Nowhere is really going to be out of range of these guys. So maybe what we need to do is start... Oh fuck, do I really want to... I feel like that's not enough to justify it. It's not enough. Is that going to trigger everyone to come on down? We need to back the fuck up. Let's take our time. Let's get the archers into places where they can take out these other archers. Let's maybe... Oh god, Domingo can't fly over that? We can fly... We're going to take Barry up for one of them, I guess. Domingo can't take a lot of damage, so I'm going to leave him for the time being. I'm going to try and take the archers up. And I guess maybe the knights could swap to a spear to lob at those archers, but let's not just keep piling up and letting them all pile down at me. I have missed some more chat, as always. Anyways, you want to see me get Amigo and then you head off to bed. Oh, dude, I don't mean to be keeping you up. As soon as I can get out that way, I will get out that way and do that for you. Let's see what Shade can do. That's decent! I feel like if one of the centaurs swaps over to a spear now, they could actually finish him off. Randolph was our mighty purple warrior last battle. Yeah, I think we added him in recently, didn't we? And I don't remember how well he... Oh boy. How many people is that getting? Oh, we're gonna need to do a bit of healing. No one's got aura yet either. Fucking hell. Randolph, pull yourself together, man. If you get attacked by an archer, you are probably gonna go down. Hey, Quinn! I'm guessing. I'm guessing. I need to catch up on the chat to see who the hell that was. Thank you for that jump scare. If I miss Amigo, you want your eggies back? Absolutely, Cully, absolutely, but I'm going to try my best not to. Look, in fact, here we go. Let's let Grochek get to bed before I catch up on the rest of chat. Here we go. You can sleep happy.
Wow, you found me out! I'm happy to have friends to play with! We're the world!
We're the world? That's okay.
No more fighting! I'll see you later!
Yeah. A little tune, I love it. Alright, we got her. You have paid out Eggy's Cully, and she will be going into the next battle. Grochek, it could be the pauldrons that make Stock looking so thick. I don't know what a pauldron is, but if they're the chunky bits on his legs, gotta say I love them. They're working for him. They're really working for him. Just imagine Ernest's head on Stock's body. Just saying. Cully, or you'll revote Teddy or Yisha onto the vaults. Oh, thank fuck I got Amigo. Thank fuck. The chest has a dark sword. Nice one. I saw the white ring is up by whoever was next to Gapple. I can't know who it was, but I did note that. Thank you. And the chest I will make a point of getting. Priesty dude. There we go. Thank you, Cully. Well done for spotting that. The Durahans are heading my way. Are they? Oh my gosh. Shows how much attention I'm paying. Where are... Oh, look. Sneaky buggers. Alright, so maybe wait it out for them to get down here. I guess they're going to come out down this way, aren't they? Let's not pile up too much and allow ourselves to be surrounded. We can maybe hold them off from, like, this position. What do you guys think? I'm not a pro at this, so any advice is welcome. Gamer Bo, the ending of this game always shocked you. I wish I could say I remember the end, but I really don't. So I guess that'll be a surprise for later. Now, things get real tough real quick. Yeah, I do remember the shadow battle, which I think was in book 3, but I have the forethought to egress from that and unequip all my characters before going back in. Gave the enemy a little bit of a disadvantage there. You think that Archer's Wendy's food? Oh, clever, Cully, clever. I wasn't even thinking that far ahead. And yes, that was in fact Quinn. Hello, my lovely. Kisses for you. How are you doing? Shay decided to do everything his father couldn't. Oh, them's fighting talk. Thank goodness Arion isn't here right now, at least that I know. Quinn, hydration check. Thank you, my lovely. There we go. I am hydrated. And what are you cooking today, Quinn? Come on, now you're here, we've got to talk about your food. You're starting to think Amigo needs a Tiny Gina-style voice. I wish I could do justice to try and do an Ashley Birch voiceover, but alas, I am not up to Ashley Birch standards by a long stretch. The Durahans reference was a bad pun? Was it? I didn't even catch what that was meant to be, Mr. Bear. Durahans headed your way. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I never do I? I'm so blonde. I actually am blonde under this, guys. Grochek, alright, I found all the second secret character for this game, so you're going to have to run off to bed. No worries, Grochek. Thanks ever so much for coming along and making sure that I got her. Hope to catch you again soon, buddy. Sleep well. Yes, indeed, Tiny Tina is a character from Borderlands. I haven't played it, but I'm familiar with her because I absolutely adore Ashley Birch and all of her voiceover work. Holy shit, Shifty! Thank you for the subscription! You absolute legend. Enjoy your emotes, buddy. Yeah, the Shadow Battle was book 3. Look, I remembered a thing. Hey, Glacial, welcome in. How are you today, my buddy? Tiny Tim was a one-hit one... Wait, Tiny Tim is Mickey Mouse's infant son in Mickey's Christmas Carol, is what I remember. And... Hey, no worries, Glacial, I've not been on for a little while, dude. It's literally been a couple of weeks until last night when I hopped on with a little bit of Red Dead just to warm myself up and get back into the whole streaming thing. Thank you for the attempts to forgive me, Mr. Bear. I am not worthy, but it is appreciated. Shifty, it's not outside the realm of reality. This community wouldn't exist without me. Oh, you know what? If it wasn't me, someone else would have done it. It would have been maybe Sir Phil or Sophia Sten or Colonel Sisherman or one of the OGs that made guides, long before I did. So it's... But thank you for the thought. Oh my goodness, what? There's a hype... Oh shit, there is a hype train underway. Guys, thank you. God bless us, everyone, Mr. Bear. Hype. Let's get some Yog hype in the chat. Get your Yogs out, people. Get your Yogs out. I'm getting my yogs out here right on stream. I've got my yog out here. Woohoo! And let's try and play some game while everyone's distracted by the train, shall we? So we're going to save that archer for Wendy, hopefully. Apis, you know what? I am not happy about this lady here at all, so I'm going to try and take her, him, they, her, I think. They, I don't know. I can't judge.
Blessings on us.
I'm going to try and take this person down imminently. Hey, thank you, Shifty. Thank you. There are a bunch of shining ones as well as some others because I do stream other stuff. Holy Zophar, go careful with the bits, dude. Don't be blowing all your money on me, mate. But thank you. Wowza. I think Randolph is going to need a little heal before he goes and attempts anything. But then there's this guy. And there's Gapple right there. Oh, what to do? Do we take on the mage dude and risk the archer dude getting him, or do we take him back and heal? What do you guys think? Grace has no idea how trains work, but she wants to ride. Bless her, she's going to stick her head out the window and stick her tongue out. Shiny Tim quote from A Christmas Carol. I know it was, and that's why I did it with the British accent, as is right and proper for a British accent. That's not even a thing, that's an American thing to say, isn't it? But I don't think of myself as English, I think of myself as British, so that's why I explain that. Take the mage out first. Mr. Bear, I am going to do as you advise. Do you think above, below, or to the right? What is your plan? Shifty, you're playing triangle strategy. It's convinced you to let them die once in a while. Fair play. You know what? I think I've done the same thing, had a sacrificial character now and then. I loved the look of triangle strategy from the demo, but the game itself, I've heard there's a lot of long cutscenes and dialogue you can't skip, and I'm not sure I have the patience or brain power to deal with it, but I do hope you're enjoying it. I feel like if he goes there, everyone else is going to trigger on down, aren't they? Let's stick him there. No one else is confirming or denying. Anyway, I can get him. There, let's just do it. And pray that Randolph can survive or be healed if the archer gets a go. Cully, Grace would certainly do the lolling tongue of floppy ears out the window thing while no one's looking. Hopefully Wendy will get the archer first. I would hope so too. Oh, Nick. Nickety Nick-Knock. You, sir, you have got some magic, if memory serves. Maybe we could do a bit of this, because, you know what, it's always good to beef your hero up a little bit, isn't it? So far, Mookie, did I tell you finally acquired a US copy of Saturn Shining Force 3 a few weeks ago? You did not! I'm psyched for you, dude! That's amazing! I hope you got a good deal on it. I know those things don't always come cheap. Oh, we can't attack from there. Hang on. Let's do it from here. That should take him down. Is it in good nick, mate? I do hope so. You know what? I saw some years back someone was selling one in like a factory shrink, but also with like a big plastic security case thing on it, like I guess some shops would have to prevent theft. And it was going for some crazy amount, like in the thousands. Yeah, it was tempting if I had the money. But I do not. Shifty, you can R1 to speed through the dialogue and you can L2 to pull up a log and read it if you need. You know what? I would skip it and then not read it. I would just play the game and not try and get into the story too much these days. It's more than I could deal with. Queen! Oh my goodness! Keep that train going. Thank you. Mr. Bear, anymore, that is a rare bird. It is a rare bird. It is. Shining 3 is your favourite, Jala. It is a bloody good game, and I absolutely adore the friendship system in it. I thought that was super clever, and maybe one of these days I will get myself the motivation and ability to actually play it again, but I don't think it'll be super soon. So far, this will be your first playthrough? Holy shit, dude, that's amazing! Are you planning on going on to doing scenarios 2 and 3 with the translation project in place after that? I can highly recommend it. I would like to think that Ablaze 1 should finish this guy off, and if it does not, I'm going to be hella mad. How are you getting on with Luna 2 anyway? You've been playing that for like at least a couple of weeks now, I think, but I don't know how often you've been playing it, so I've not really been on Twitch a great deal over the last fortnight. Also a favourite game, Jala. No, you only have one favourite game, Jala, and it's Resident Evil 6, and you love it, you live it, it is all that you are. You missed the train? Oh, sorry, Quinn. Sorry, we'll have to get another one going, won't we? Start another one. Shifty, very much a rushable game if the story isn't the thing. You know, I do love a story in general, but I would rather it was like voice acted to me. Oh my gosh, what's happening? What's happening? Quinn, thank you for the gift subs, you crazy, crazy thing. Stop wasting your money on me, girl. But thank you. The story segments are quick vignettes, but there are a lot. It's a decent, whole, straightforward story. Obvious branching paths, and you need to turn on Japan. Okay, so it does have some kind of voiceover on it. That's good, that's good. Is there an English VO as well? Because otherwise I would need to be reading subs at the same time. Generally, I do prefer subs and a Japanese voiceover, but if there's a lot to have to read, it's going to do me in. Did I ever play... Oh, that's Mr. Bear to Zophar. Did you ever play Mysteria? Okay, Blazing Heroes, Dark Wizard for the Sega CD is pretty amazing too. Those are ones I haven't played. I wouldn't surprise me if Zophar had. And you're eventually going to do the community translation versions too? That is awesome, Zophar. They are amazing games and so much work has gone into that. Wowza, there is so much to keep up with here, guys. Let's try and move some guys on up before we catch up on chat too much more. I've got a few people to heal as well, haven't I? So let's have a look at who needs that. We got Shade. I think Randolph needed it as well. Who was the other one? Apis, maybe? Yeah. I think that's the lot. So I guess for now we're going to start off by healing Shade. I mean, I feel like heal level 1 should be enough. That does 15, doesn't it? There we go. Yeah, that's decent enough. Alright. So when you go live tonight, you'll be at the Goddess Tower. That's in Luna 2, right? I wish I knew whereabouts in the game that was. I haven't played it, dude. And after that, you won't be far from Zophar's domain. Zophar is from Luna? I didn't know this. I didn't know this, my dude. That's amazing that you are coming home tonight. Cully says to Jalla, Resident Evil 6, the Dark Horse of the series? Interesting choice. I didn't know that was the Dark Horse. I thought that the new one, Village, was the Dark Horse of the series. Zophar, you say you may be able to finish it this weekend. Dude, you're putting in the hours with it, aren't you? Nice one. Jalajan, it will never ever die. And just as I thought we might get a bit of gaming done, guys, in comes a great red dragon demanding a cat. So let's pause this game that we have made so much progress on tonight. Let's get the wide view on. I might need to turn the light on for this, guys. Apologies. Let's see how it's looking in here. No, it's kind of bright enough still. It's not bright out, but somehow the room is well lit and we are going to get some cats summoned on in. It's a common complaint and it isn't wonderful. Wait, what were we talking about there? Shifty, what were we talking about before? It's already gone out of my brain. This is very weird, not having music in my ears now. You just printed the translations for Shining Force 3 Disc 2 and 3 many years ago and you still have them. You know what, I played it from the printed version of the translation. I haven't actually played the translation patch yet. One day when I have the energy to do that, I will have to play through all 3 of them again because they were amazing games, even if the graphics haven't lived up to modern standards. So far, you have Dark... Of course you do, you have Dark Wizard. You beat it as a kid, it's on your list of stuff to stream in the future. You are so good with these retro games, dude. I don't think I could bring myself to keep on replaying them all, but I love that people are able to go back and do that. They do deserve the love still, for sure. Mysteria is a bit like Shining Force 2. It's also on the Saturn. Don't think I know it. Zophar is the final boss. Zophar's domain is the final dungeon. Who knew? There is so much chat going on, but we have cats to deal with, so I'll have to scroll back to that. Let's keep an eye on cat chat while we get some treats going and see who we can present on the camera. And mustn't forget to put these treats away later, because the last time I forgot, and I found an empty bag of treats at the bottom of the stairs, and a tremendous dump in the litter tray. We have a Buster, if you can see him. And Mitzi. Do we have... Hey, thank you for the follow, Edwards6400. Can I just call you Edwards? Or is there something else you prefer? What brings you here on this fine day? I mean, you don't have to answer. You can just lurk if you prefer. Whatever you are comfortable with is fine with me. But as you can tell, we are a chatty little community here. So you are welcome to join on in. Buster, you are the greediest little man in the world. No other cat... We've only got 2 cats here tonight. I'm so sorry, guys. This is unusual. But... Oh, here comes a third. We've got a Luna coming. Oh, God. Buster. He's squiggly tonight. Let's see if we can get some Buster purring going on. Hey, there we go. Get you a little bit of cat ASMR. Hey, boy. There you go. What is it? You think there's going to be more treats because I left the pack out? Do you think that? This is how your work week ends with cats. This is how every day begins and ends for me. With this ginger numpty, with him coming up and making noises at me first thing in the morning for his breakfast or jumping all over me. And then at bedtime he comes up to bed and he drops toys on the bed for me because he wants to play, even though it's bedtime. He's a special boy. He's a very special boy and he's still purring. You can probably hear it. There we go. Down you get. Down you get, smelly cat. Have we satisfied Demander Cat? Can I go back and catch up with the rest of the chat now, please? Lesson, never volunteer for anything where you recorded. It was back in 2015. Hang on, I missed something there. I'm going to have to scroll back up. Let's get the live scene back up. Let's at least get some game music going because it feels super quiet in my head right now. Let's make sure the animation is going. Let's scroll back up and catch up with chat. Where are we going? Buster incoming! There was indeed a Buster incoming. You're going to lurk for a bit so far? No worries, dude. You have to handle some work shenanigans. Work. I feel you. Focus on what's important, dude. Don't let me be a distraction for you, but thank you for coming along, mate. It is absolutely. Shifty, that is classic GRD. The minute I see Demander Cat come up, I know it's him. And GRD, how rude of me not to ask after Naoto today. I hope she's doing alright. I have her her doppelganger here, but she's just jumped down. I was gonna give you a little eyeful, camera full of Mitzi for a moment there, but not happening. Great space, Shifty. Oh, you mean the room? Thank you. This is my cave. It needs a bit of decorating doing, but you can't see all that. You can only see the cool stuff that's everywhere else. It's when you look around at the edge of the ceiling and the paint job in here, it's dodgy AF. But the contents of the room is pretty cool if I do say so myself. So thank you for noticing. The UK PAL version was called Mysteria. I know the name, but I've never played it. Jala, you enjoyed Resi 6 just fine, but you're a podcaster, so once upon a time you said you would chirp at folks if they liked. Oh, so you actually volunteered? I know you said loads of people asked you to Sherpa it, but I didn't realise that you had offered to do that. Dangerous little game. Never promise anything. That could have been, oh, what are you saying? You love cats, GRD. What could have been? What happened? So many listeners requested. Oh my goodness. You streamed it several times over the years. I mean, if you didn't love it, then I'm sure you wouldn't make yourself do it. You're just for other people's sake, huh? Some 300 plus hours and counting, and recently asked to play it again and again and again. Guess this is your life now, like we were saying last night. Time to hit the road and go home, GRD? Oh, okay, well, we'll still be alive when you get back, I'm sure, because we have barely even started this battle, like nearly an hour into the stream. So we'll be around for another hour or so, yeah, I'm sure. Glacial, the release has been interesting. Okay, but you decided to add in something untested, and there was a couple of typos in the hex of the release. Oh no, that didn't cause any big bugs, did it, dude? And I hope you're not been taking any flack for that, because I know you put a lot of work into that, dude. Yeah, absolutely right, Jala. Don't volunteer for anything. I need to start a cat channel. Mr. Bet, you know what? I've debated giving Buster his own channel. I really have. Like, people will probably just watch him sleep because he sleeps in such weird positions, like you wouldn't believe. He looks so broken sometimes. Like, he'll be curled, like S-shaped somehow. Like, half of him backwards. And I can't. I'll have to find some pictures and put them in the Discord. He is a funny bugger. GRD, yes I can. I don't know what I can, but sure, thank you. We got some more Resi talk there. I'm not going to read all that out because I really need to catch up and get on with the game a bit more, guys. Sorry. And Kali, Shiny Moogie, good staging includes posing your cameras to catch the stylish set, hide the offstage bits you don't want folks to see. That is exactly what I've done, dude. That is exactly what I've done. Note how even with the wide view camera, you can't see my fatness. You can't see my like slobby trousers or anything like that that's going on here. She likely has a stash of treasure chests off camera. Maybe I do, Mr. Bear, maybe I do, but what would be in them? What are your theories? Jack has a couple of S-shaped Nyla bones that he loves. Well, Buster isn't a Nyla bone, but I'm sure he would look very tasty to any dog the way he curls up all broken like that. Right, so we've got Amigo. We are making progress. We are playing the game. We have got Randolph needs healing, so let's get in. We've got level 2 there. Gonna have to do for starters, isn't it? Of course it's Mithril. I would love to have some Mithril. Oh my gosh, how cool would that be? I feel like it would be super shiny. Like, what's the metal? Is it magnesium? Where it's really soft and you can cut it, but it's like super pale and shiny on the inside. I remember that from science class at school. I think it was magnesium, which sounds weird because I take magnesium at night and it looks nothing like that. But I imagine Mithril would be like super shiny and kind of soft and malleable, but then like once it's heated it gets like really tough. Yeah, I would love some Mithril. Got a birthday coming up if anyone wants to get me some Mithril. So what's everyone's plans for the weekend? I have absolutely no plans. I am nearly got... Fuck, there's another one of these. That's what happens when you don't pay attention! And it burns really easy. Magnesium does, I guess Mithril might too. Maybe that's how you get like... Is it the Atlas Axe that you get from Mithril? Does that do blaze magic? Or am I just getting confused now? I think the Atlas does. Oh, please don't kill me. It's just a little tickle. We're fine, we're fine. Jala, you refer to 6 primarily because the combat is far more fluid than the stilted by today's standard controls, and 8 has 6s especially over the top. This is Resi, isn't it? So Resi 8, is that the village one that it had really mixed reception from fans? Cully, you think it was magnesium. You gather it oxidizes quickly, which is what makes it grubby on the outside but shiny on the inside. See, I love that, but I guess that means Mithril wouldn't be like that because, like, when we see the lumps of Mithril in the game, it's always shiny, isn't it? Oh, crap. We healed him just to have him die. That is some very blippy ice. Bye, Hen! Never mind. Guess we gotta do these guys, and we still got the Durahans coming out as well. Fucking hell. Down to 5. Guys, we need to take down the other magic dude. These are the technical terms. Magic dude. We also need to try and get some healing in somehow. I don't know quite how that's going to happen. Who needs healing still? We've got... Shade is okay-ish. Stock could definitely do some healing. Apis needs so much healing. We're going to need to swap out like Nick with Cray or something to be able to do that healing. I don't really want to stick Barry there, but someone needs to do something. Resi 8 is the village one. Yeah, I thought so. You remember the magnesium burning classes, Cully? Yeah, I vaguely recall them doing that to magnesium as well. Wendy is so cool. I mean, she is now. She's frozen, right? And, you remember... Oh no, I just read that. That is the village. Mr. Bear, you were assigned by your physics teacher to monitor everyone else one day and make sure they do not immolate? Immolate? I don't know what that means. Themselves with large chunks of magnesium. Well, okay. It would help if I knew what immolation is, but I'm guessing it's a bad thing. You must have been right, teacher's pet, to be monitoring people. I agreed that Resi 8 did have the over-the-top plot comparable to Resi 6. Yeah, I heard it's a very different cup of tea in terms of gameplay and setting and everything, but I've got a couple of friends who are super into Resi and didn't like the newer installments so much. Immolate. I'm covered in fire. Oh shit! Mr. Bear, I'm afraid I like Cully's description better. I'm covered in fire! Very on fire, as me and Kay would say. We've got Apis the fuck out of Dodge, but we've got magic users that really need to die. Probably bunching up here is not the best call, and probably bringing Nick out is also not the best call, but this dude needs to die, so let's see if this does any good. Do another. Do it again. Oh, he's not going to do it again now, is he? He has been interrupted by the level up. Decent enough level up. Oh, look it! Look it! So we now have the multiple layers of hit point bars there, rather than it just being question marks and not multiple layers. At least I'm pretty sure in the original Shining Force we didn't get the different colour extra bars over the top. I guess... I mean, he's a magic user, so he's... I guess we can try Blaze against him, but this is probably not going to do a great deal. And it's a shame it's only against one of them, but we really need this guy to die, so let's go with that. Let's see what happens. It's probably super magic resistant. So magic resistant, isn't he? Bugger. Immolate is what Mario yells as he runs out the door in the morning. Immolate! It's me, Mario! Immolate! I like it. Time for s'mores? Oh, I could go for some s'mores, dude. Carly, funnily enough, just before the stream you were playing the Door Randomizer mod for the Resi 1 remake. Door Randomizer, does that mean all the areas are modelled up? Like you could open a door and be any which where? All these randomizers, like I never saw any of this shit coming years ago, like all the mods that people do for games. Remember, someone has a white ring. Dude, you are right. You are absolutely right. I think it's this fella. Yeah, it's that guy. And we've got a chest we need to go and get. So maybe I can send Barry or Domingo up for that. Jella asks Cully, have you seen Save Room? A new indie game recently released as a puzzle game based on Resi 4's inventory system. That sounds interesting. I haven't seen it. I don't know if Cully has. Shifty, it's just that some doors are windows. Some doors are windows, but not all windows are doors. Roos, can we... No, we should be social distancing a bit as well, shouldn't we? Maybe Roos can help... I can help! Yeah, because Apis is going to need hella healing. Does Domingo have inventory space? That is another good question. We will find out. The door randomized. You were joking about. Yeah, I figured that. I figured that, dude. Please show me the... Oh, he does not. He does not. Good call, Mr. Bear. Maybe Barry does. Let's see how he's doing. Barry has room, so maybe we can send him round. Wendy, my lass, you are nearly dead, girl. Let's back the fuck up. Item news. Oh, I forgot she's got all these. For shits and gigs. Hang on, does one of these do... I know, but I just wanted to see the spell range. I just wanted to see... Does one of them have, like... No, I didn't mean magic. Item. Use. I think we found what we're doing. I think we found what we're doing. That's what we're doing. I gotta remember I've got this stuff. Yes. Oh, I love these rings. That's amazing. Wendy, you little diamond. You got some experience. That is awesome. Shifty, your jokes are so thin you assume they always need an explanation. Not at all, dude. Don't you remember I appreciated your jokes over on Kay's channel when we were doing Into a Dream. Sort of your brand. Only funny to yourself and makes references you'll only get if you were born between 86 and 90. I mean, I was alive in those times. I wasn't born between them, but I was alive in them, and I've certainly enjoyed your humour in what I've seen of it so far, mate. So, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I see a massive message there from Cully. Give me a sec, dude. Let me just make sure I don't forget to heal whoever needs healing. Just Apis. Heal 3 does more. I want... Oh, hang on. Stock? Stock is okay. Wendy, Apis. Everybody wants so much healing! Damn it, we got to do a whole load. Yeah, it's a mod that mixes up the item locations and switches the doors in most of the rooms to point to different rooms. Okay. It turns the game into a bit of a roguelike. Okay. And a bit of a tactical gamble. Will the next door take you into a safe save room or lock you in with giant spider boss? Why not both? Why not both? Ooga booga Yargan, welcome in. How are you doing today, my friend? Are you not streaming? It's Friday night. Are you not doing the Forbidden series? Stock. Where are we going? How is life treating you, Yarg? I haven't really been online a lot for the last couple of weeks, so I am a bit behind with everybody. I feel like this guy is the bigger threat, so let's take him down. Where are those Durahans? I'm going to regret asking that. I think they're going to catch me up any minute, aren't they? If anyone needs healing, then don't put them into so much... I should just leave them all at home, shouldn't I? It'd be much, much safer for all of these guys if we just stayed at headquarters. That's just a heal spell, or aura, but that's fine. You can do that. Absolutely not a problem. You do that all you like. We will just rinse this guy for experience. I gotta do some healing myself. Sig, maybe... I mean, Apis needs some... No, Apis is done! Oh, cool. Wendy is going to be the next recipient of some magic. Come here. That's better. You just got home, Yarg? Oh, you've been out of work today. Is it the end of your week now? Are you working over the weekend, or have you got a weekend to look forward to? You got a Switch copy of Grim Fandango a few weeks ago, another game that I've heard of and have no idea about, and holy shit, those Durahans just rocked up so quick. Didn't I say they were going to turn up? I have not kept an eye on them. Shifty, have I ever seen that though, where if you're in someone else's Goldilocks age zone, the same random insignificant hit at the same age and weirdly sticks, where people who are even a few years older would have likely pulled different random bits of content into their long-term memories back closet. Absolutely, dude. You seen how me and Kay get on? Like, Ellie's Revenge, who you were watching me play with the other day. Like, we were born, I guess, within about a year of each other, and we have the exact same things have stuck, like, from our childhoods, even though we'd never met, you know? And we, we always remember all this random shit. So yeah, it's definitely... a particular age zone, you're right there. So there would be stuff that I probably remember that you might bring up, but it might not have stuck with me in the same way that you're talking about. It's only 2 PM your time, Yarg, but you'll finish work for the day? You always work at the weekends. Oh, May. Oh, that's a shame. Do you get, like, a couple of days off a week at least, even if it's not, like, the weekends or, regular days? You're off on... You've answered the question before I even scrolled down to read it. Well done, buddy. Off on Wednesdays and Thursdays, so that's your weekend. Oh, I'm glad that you do get a bit of time off at least. An old but funny PC game. I actually have no idea what kind of a game it is either, Mr. Bear. It is Shifty. It is absolutely amazing to find those people in the world, the ones you just click with, because everything is just like the same in your memories, like the same things that mean something to you or that stuck with you. No, I get you completely. It's an amazing bond to find with someone, especially. Do we go for the... I feel like going for the Durahan is the thing we need to do here. So let's do that. It's a point and click game. Oh, okay. So King's Quest kind of deal, yeah? Or like Monkey Island or something. I played a couple of the King's Quest games years and years ago. And there are quotes from that come out of me far too often. This is my bridge, and I will only let you cross it if you give me 1,000 pieces of lead and a rat on a stick. I want to say that was King's Quest 7, maybe? I'm going to send Barry on up to open that chest. Not that I think anyone is actually going to use the Dark Sword. You know what, that Durahan is probably best saved for the likes of Wendy to feed on. Let's have a go on this golem. Sorry, I need to put some more lip salve on as well. There we go. The bomb thing, you had a guy like that who you worked with. Yarg. Unfortunately, he left the job 2 months in. Oh, that's a real shame, dude. Like, there's nothing better than clicking with a person like that. It must be awful to lose them. Did you manage to stay in touch with him after that? You talked about Zoids and Hoo Hoo Hakusho. I don't know those things, but I'm glad you found someone to talk about with it, even for a little while, dude. It's along those lines with a really dark sense of humour, Mrs. Bet. I do enjoy a bit of dark humour. I can sell the Dark Sword and get another Protect Ring. Now that is an idea, but can I use the Dark Sword for any useful magic effect or anything? King's Quest was a Sierra series, I'm pretty sure, Cully. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Alright, let's have a go on this bastard. I feel like this battle has been super compact, like I've not had to move very far at all and everything has just come to me. I'm okay with that. I'm very okay with that. Oh, this could be a Domingo guy, actually. Let's... What's he got left? He's got 2. Surely a Blaze level 1 is going to be enough for this guy, right? Come on. Come on, Domingo. Yay! Yeah, get some experience. He's leveled up! Yes! Yes! It'll have to do. It's not the best level up, it's not the worst. Shifty. Oh, Yarg, I remember losing some work people like that. That's such a shame. I've never worked with anybody that I've clicked with like that, really. At least not in person. At the company that I do most of my like freelance work for now, for a couple of years there was a girl that worked. I'm still in touch with her, we're still good friends, we still meet up, you know, as and when we can, obviously not so much over the pandemic, you know, she doesn't live locally to me. But yeah, we got on like a house on fire, and it made work so much more enjoyable, albeit remote work. You know, just my email contact every day with her. I looked forward to it because we would have such jokes and such in-jokes about all the shows and things that we had in common. Again, we were both born, you know, around the same time. I think she's a year younger than me, something like that. But we have all the same memories and shows and things that have stuck with us. So that was pretty awesome. But then when she left, yeah, work just got crap again. So I feel for you. Shifty, and now working from home, it's just you trying to relate to a 1-year-old. Oh man, that's gotta be hard. That's gotta be very hard. But I guess you were a 1-year-old once, so just cast your mind back as far as you can and think about like purees and building blocks and whatever else 1-year-olds are into. Mr. Bear, the hero might be able to cast something with it. That could be handy. I'll check it out before I sell it. Yarg, nope, you clicked but didn't click too much. Ah, it's a shame. You kept zero contact outside of work. Hopefully, Yarg, you will find another with whom you can click and enjoy that. Shifty, he doesn't get any of your jokes, but he loves silly noises. Who doesn't love silly noises? I wish I could hear some of your silly noises, dude. Kay is constantly making me laugh with her dumb noises. It's amazing. Cully, go for D-Soul. Oh, did Domingo get D-Soul? Did I miss that? Oh, he could have D-Souled it, maybe? Well, he has got D-Soul. He should have done it, shouldn't he? You never saw him again, Yarg. You don't even remember what he looked like. Oh man, that's a shame. Yeah, he was on 2 HP. It was pretty much guaranteed there, wasn't it? Glacier, you think some of the people got a bit deflated, but it's the problem of the beta. Yeah. Everyone who's posted a thread has been commenting on things they enjoyed or were just filling you in on problems they found. I mean, it's useful having people reporting problems, but you know, as long as they're doing it in a constructive and pleasant way, you know, as long as you're not having any arseholes commenting about it like that, then you know, bug reports are helpful. But I'm glad that people have also been commenting things that they enjoyed for you, dude. So, you know, I hope it's not brought you down too much. You don't like that you put out something rough, but very glad you got something out to share. You know what? Sometimes it's better to put something out that's not perfect than to, you know, we push and push and push for perfection, and it can drive us crazy. But sometimes you just have to put it out there unfinished or not quite as you'd want it, and then work on it after. Looking at CD Projekt Red now, not saying it was of that proportion. But you know what? I loved Cyberpunk. Yarg, 1-year-old from your experience is either easy or difficult depending on the child. I have minimal experience with children, I have to say, so like I guess they're not driving at that age. I don't know. So they sit down and watch TV and will play with toys, or the adventurous type who always walk around. They can walk at 1? Oh lord. Yeah, I know nothing about children. Like, I know about cats. That's about all I know about in life. No, I don't want to subscribe to whatever the hell ad is popping up on my laptop. Thank you for that. 1-year-olds are cute, but not too much fun yet, as they mostly don't like being played quite rough yet, being thrown up in the air. Can you just let them fall and not catch them? Hey! The Sadie song. She lives up north with a husband named Jakey, and this is the different version of it. Patches, his name is Patches. So that, Zophar, if you're not familiar with it, is a song that some dumbassness on my part inspired my friend Kay to write, based on a character from Red Dead Redemption 2, and it's kind of become synonymous with me playing that game. Everyone always wants to play the Sadie song now. Lurking! Lurk! Grom, you lurk, but I see you there, I see you! How are you doing tonight? You're not going to answer because you're lurking, but I see you. And you missed the Buster. You missed Big Ginge, dude. We had Big Ginge out for ages. He was feisty. He was feisty tonight. And Mr. Bear, Moogs, you might like Paperman, a movie from 1971, murder mystery set in a university computer centre. Ooh! Dated, but it was in the... You know what? I love a dated movie. There's something about the way movies used to be made versus, like, the crazy wobble cam and constant angle changes and shit they do now. Like, I'm down for that. I'm going to put that on my list right now, because I was planning on doing a few movies this weekend. So that one is going to go on the list. Paperman movie, 1971. I don't know if that's important to check that in case it's a remake or anything. But that is on the list. Thank you, buddy. And your cousin's kid is one, and yes, she walks. Wow. I didn't know they could do that. Like I said, I don't even know. She even says, uh-oh. Bless. Where do we put that plank to make her walk it? Mr. Bear, you savage. You absolute savage, I love it. Shifty. Jude is a pinch of bravery away from walking, but he has 2 older brothers and has grown to love the rough house. I mean, I guess you would do, wouldn't you, if you had a couple of brothers. Sig is not all that. Let's find if anyone needs healing. We press the right button. Wendy is fine now. Stock could do with a bit of healing. Excuse me. That's kind of pathetic. Let's heal Stock. I think we can do it from further down, can't we? So as not to make a glump of people for attacking. Glump was not me misspeaking there. Glump is a word that we now use when we play Red Dead. It was me misspeaking in the first instance. It's a combination of group and lump of people. And now, when there's a group and clump, maybe. Group, clump, lump, either way, it became glump. And so if there is a glump of something, there's a glump of them. I don't know how else to describe it anymore. That has just become a word. Shifty Sauce, he's your worst sleeper, but leaps and bounds your happiest baby, and his brothers were happy kids. I'm sure they are with a cool dad like you. I think I've just assumed your gender there. I don't know that I've ever actually known whether you are... I'm sorry if I've just assumed wrongly there. I do apologise if you are in fact she rather than he, or a they or a them, and I need to remember to just refer to people as they or them and not be gender specific unless I'm sure. I'm so sorry. Back in my day, because I'm old, we would always just assume he for people and have to be corrected. Like, even with my Shining Force sites way back when I first made them, people would just assume that I was a guy, until they were corrected. So apologies if I've got that wrong there, buddy. Or maybe you even just said that, I don't know, maybe I inferred dad jokes from something you said there. Mr. Bear, don't trust Plank. Plank is the devil in disguise. Who is Plank? Who is Plank, Yarb? This needs to be explained to me. The only movie you ever saw, Mr. Bear, where you liked the jumpy camera was Jumper. I feel like I've seen that, but in my head, I'm thinking Looper, but I think Jumper. Is it got a timey-wimey element to it? Am I thinking of the right movie there? Like the jumping through time? I feel like I've seen it. It's ringing bells, but I can't call it up to my brain. Cully, you're naturally a realistic pessimist. I mean, pessimism is basically realism, isn't it? It's just optimists that believe in pessimism. And over the years, you've been trying to work with your negative way of looking at things for positive benefit. Avoiding that's wrong, this isn't going to work, we shouldn't do this, but has anyone else noticed this potential problem? Is this covered, or do we need to do anything to cover it? It's helped to become a much respected skill, and you're often regarded as the team's safety net who kept the team out of trouble. Dude, that is awesome! That's absolutely amazing, dude. No, it's good to be able to reframe stuff like that, seriously though, because I'm someone that apologises a lot, as you have probably noticed throughout my streams, and I try and remember that you should reframe that as a thanks. So, like, for example, instead of sorry I'm late, thank you for waiting for me, thank you for your patience, that kind of thing. But it can be hard to take on these changes. You have to, like Cully said, you have to work hard at it to really make it a part of you and for it to be your thing. I hope that can do that. 100% Shifty, it's good to be that person. Cassandra! I don't know what you're talking about there, Mr. Bear. Did I ever find that glump of treasure from the treasure maps, Yarg? Only the one when I picked up the second treasure map last night. I didn't go on to actually do the second treasure map. The one that you told me was going to be amongst the rocks and I didn't believe you. You were absolutely right about that. You are a dad, you think you've said it, Shifty. There we go, thank you. I see, there was me just over-apologising unnecessarily, but sometimes I doubt my own memory that I think I found something out about someone that I need to remember to apply, but then I question whether I've actually remembered it right or not, so I'm glad I got that right, my dude. If ever I misgender anyone or assume wrongly about any of you, please forgive me and please correct me, and I will do my absolute best to learn and correct. That is all I can say. Jala, thank you for the hydration check. With all the jabbering, I definitely need that. Did we kill it? Oh, we killed it! Yay! We've nearly got a battle done, guys. Only taken us an hour and a half. Shifty, you remember Jumper previews? I'm gonna need to look it up. I feel like I've seen it. Plank's a character from the show Ed, and Eddie. It's a show I've heard of and never seen. Okay, Jumper was a movie where the hero could teleport, not in time though. I still feel like I've seen it. I'm gonna have to look into it because I feel like it's one I enjoyed. Possibly one that I watched around the same time as I saw Looper, and that's why they're kind of swapped around in my head. he was indeed making a joke about walking the plank. You get used to Mr. Bear's dad jokes. No apologies needed, Yarg. No apologies needed. Yeah, Shifty, I need to make a point more of trying to do that, but as I said, I thought in my head that I knew that you were a dad, but I wasn't 100% that I knew that. So thank you for confirming. Conversations here, Mr. Bear, are very disjointed. We've got like a million things going on all at once here. Cully, Sun thought, did we get the white ring from the... Fuck. Did I kill the... I didn't kill the priest yet. We're good. He's still there. We're good. Grom! I got Amigo! I did get Amigo. I got her. She is going to be going into the next battle, my dude. Also, what happened to the lurking? Yarg, you need to go back and clip me shooting the guy in the face who asked, no, you don't. No evidence. No evidence of me doing that. I felt so ashamed of it after I'd come off the game. I was like, I just did John such a massive disservice doing that. That was me doing the shooting out of my frustration. That was over losing the horse and everything. That wasn't John, but I made John do it and he shouldn't have done that. Like, I've done wrong by him for doing that and I feel so bad that I can't undo that, Yarg. Yarg, you're focusing between Twitch and making food and other things, brain not working. Dude, seriously, don't you worry about it. No offences. Mr. Bear doesn't take offence at things. He's an easygoing bear. Just bring him a picnic basket and it'll all be fine. Your eggs are satisfied, Cully, because we have Amigo. It is a pretty good movie, says Mr. Bear of Jumper. There were 3 books by the author that were pretty good. Did they make 3 movies too? Brain Exy has failed. Please restart. Can I do that too? I would love to be able to do that. Don't forget the chest with the sword. Good call. You know what? The message came up fine here for me, Yarg, but yeah, it might have been filtered on like the Twitch app. I get you. Please reset. I would love to reset. I'd love to switch mine off for a little bit. That said, I kind of act like it is switched off a lot of the time. We've still got these chimeras up here, so maybe we will have to send someone up with Barry. We need to start making our way up there. Cray. Let's keep you back for a bit. Stock can go fairly far. Maybe he can come up and help with these chimeras. Oh. Don't double. Thank you. Just for that, I think Wendy is going to have to play Whack with Stick as her next move. Poor Gates has had no action. All he's done... What? They are respawners! Holy shit! I was going to say Gates has just been rummaging around in a bush all night, but that sounds really bad. And we have more Durahans coming in. This is a battle that you can rinse for experience, I guess. But we're going to send a few people up around that way. Gepple, what are you doing? Don't come out. Don't come! Go away! Alright, we're going to do Whack with a Stick. I'm going to cough because apparently I need to do that. And... Yes! Oh, delightful. Delightful. Do we get any more spells yet? Do we get any spell level ups? Not yet. But we do have more chat coming up that I can see. Wow, so things move quickly. The The director of Jumper went on to do Edge of Tomorrow. I loved Edge of Tomorrow! Holy shit, that got so slated. That is the Tom Cruise one, right? I fucking loved that movie. It was amazing. I would love to watch it again sometime. Like, I watched it the weekend I watched it again, like the very next day. I enjoyed it that much. Just one movie, says Mr. Bear, the author was Stephen Gould. Okie doke. I mean, I don't read a lot, but that would be... You know, if I ever have the energy to read, I would love to watch the movie and then read the books that follow on from it. Ruffle! Absolutely, dude. The music in this game is amazing. I know Grom will agree with you. I actually, for years, I didn't even realise that it was the Shining Force CD music that I've been whistling for years to the cats. It was just Shining music in my head. But yeah, the tunes in this are absolutely epic. Let's not provoke Gepple to come out for now. We'll go and deal with the guys up over on the top right and get that chest, if we can. Domingo, can you heal? Let's just use a medical herb for now. Yeah, it's amazing music. How are you doing, Pancakes, anyway? Mr. Bear, Jumper had Diane Lane in a cameo. Would it surprise you, Mr. Bear? Would it be a massive surprise to you to know that I have no idea who Diane Lane is? And yeah, Cully, Wendy defo needed to hit with stick. Durahan Grind. TBG, hey! How are you doing? It's been a little while, buddy. Hope you're keeping well. Rebranded as Live, Die, Repeat. Yeah, that's right. I think over here it was called Edge of Tomorrow, like : Live, Die, Repeat. But, you know, either name, it's still a great movie, whatever you call it. Another day, another picnic basket. Now I want picnic baskets. I did have a little treat early though. My mum appeared out of nowhere, bless her, as she sometimes does, with a donut for me. Like, that is what you want, isn't it? You know, just random people turning up on your doorstep with a donut. Can't go better, can't go better. Dumb question, Yug. Whatever happened to my Cyberpunk? That is a very good question. I would say me being busy and distracted and generally being crap at keeping to a schedule. I don't know which one it is. It is still around. I haven't carried on playing it offline or anything. I just want to get back into streaming. I'm supposed to be doing it on Mondays and Red Dead on Wednesdays, but then the last few weeks has just been kind of mad with stuff going on and me not being up to streaming for a lot of it. So it is still there and it will be carrying on. Like, I'm not going to... Oh god, I've just shook everything, sorry. Yeah, I'm not going to miss out on the whole romancing Judy thing. Definitely not. So it is going to come back, dude. Hopefully on Monday I will have the time and energy to do a bit of that. Now I'm trying to get back into the streaming swing of things. You think Sonic music is better? Yarg? Ooh. You know what? I couldn't choose a favourite of the two. I listen to Sonic music a lot as well as the Shining music. They're both amazing. What can I say? They're both amazing. Sega knew what they were doing with their tunes. Ruffle, Domingo is your favourite. You would get on with Grom then. You're doing well, just a few hours left of work. Are you working from home today or are you in the office? I hope that you've got a nice weekend to look forward to. TBG, picnic basket, as long as there's sandwiches with some green tea. Get out! Get out! Nobody drinks green tea for fun. Come on. What's wrong with you? Picnic baskets, by their very nature, are pretty random. I mean, not the way I make them. There are certain things that belong in picnic baskets. We might have talked about this before. Alright, so give me like your top 5 things that have to be in a picnic if you have a picnic. I would say you've got to have sandwiches, obviously. You have to have some boiled eggs, like chopped boiled eggs, like, you know, just chopped in half so you've got halves of boiled eggs. There should be pork pies. There should probably be Scotch eggs. What are we up to? 4? And then you've got to have like some kind of little cakes. And then that is the basis of a picnic. More stuff is better, obviously, but that is a good start. What have I just missed there? You just finished the GBA Shining Force 1 last night. Domingo has a lot of voice lines. Was there voice acting in the GBA Shining Force that I don't remember? Or do you mean he's got a lot of text to read, basically? Cully, would definitely be good to see some more CP77 streams if I'm up for it. 100%. It is not forgotten. It is definitely going to happen. I think part of it was that I wanted to get started on Red Dead 1 as well before I end up getting spoilers for it, and while the Red Dead 2 story was still fresh in my head, plus Kay was nagging me to get playing it. But yeah, I've tried to set up a schedule to be able to do Cyber Mondays, Wild West Wednesdays, and Shining Force Fridays, if that makes some kind of sense. And I'm hoping to be able to stick to that a bit more. But yeah, if I'm not up for it on a particular day, then maybe I can roll it over to the next day. But there will definitely be more of that. TBG, uh-oh, is that some green tea shade being thrown? You know what? I'm not just going to throw shade at it, I'm going to throw it down the drain. I tried green tea. I tried it. You're heading out, Yark, no worries. Thank you for coming along, buddy. You take care and stay safe, dude. Usually to chime in with Domingo, is that what he says, Ruffle? Is he like a Pokemon? That's amazing. Voice lines isn't right, it's text lines. Okay, I didn't remember there being voice acting, but my brain being what it is, it's possible that I had forgotten that. We do not want to provoke Gepple, but I do want to get her healed a bit, I guess? We've got enough healing seed to be able to get Wendy a bit better off there. Potato salad! Oh, good choice. Shifty, no, you are not allowed any bumblebees in a picnic. No bumblebees. Especially not ones that Amber Heard's dog has trodden on, if anyone's been following the case and caught that little one yesterday. Cully, do these chim-chims have any Kimkins? Chim-chims? Do we call them chimeras now? Chimneys? Chim-chims? They do not appear to, but I'm guessing they've got 3 heads, so there's going to be an option for probably Freeze, Blaze and Bolt, would be my guess. I don't remember for sure, though. Oh god, I'm knocking things again. Sorry, guys. Get the sword and then get the flock out of there. I will try to. Shining Force on the GBA has each character tell their story in the headquarters, and Domingo's is cute. I really don't remember it. Can you recount any of it for me, please? I'm gonna go for a chim-chim. Chim-chiminy, chim-chiminy, chim-chim, chiroo. Look at his leggies. I love his leggies so much. Domingo's original Japanese voice is a lot like a Pokemon. You think Penn's chirp chirp, you think he said, lines are a throwback to Domingo. Oh, okay. Domingo has a... Oh, you mean like the sound effect that plays when his text types? Because I don't remember him actually having a voice as such. But I love Penn's noises. I always remember gek, gek, gek! I think I did my own version of those in Mascot Force. If any of you ever saw the little demo game I was working on in the EX's engine that he was making to make the Shining Force engine years ago. And I was sort of building a test game to help him alongside the development of it. Maybe I should see if that still works and play that on stream sometime, because I don't remember what I did in it. That would be a laugh. Ants are pretty much ubiquitous, though. You know what? You saying that is so apt. Like, because that reminds me that in the demo game that I was making in Mascot Force, they had a picnic at some point, the mascots, and then there were these giant ants that came along and attacked them during it. But yes, ants do sadly rock up at picnics. Can I ask, though, has anyone here ever heard an ant? Like, with your own ears? I don't mean the stuff that science has found, like, recently, like in the last 10 years or whatever, about the noise that ants make. Have you ever actually heard with your own ears the ants sound? Someone tell me you have, please, that it isn't just me. Shifty! Well, if we don't have one bumblebee, who will comically chase us around while we run with our hands over our heads? I'm not sure you understand picnics. All I understand is that I don't want to be doing that. I mean, if it's not the bees, I guess it's going to be the wasps. It's the wasps that tend to get me like that. And I start off with the freezing in fear to the point that everything hurts from freezing up so hard from it. And then eventually when they are distant enough, that's when the running starts. I don't run for a lot, but I will run. I will run from a wasp. Or a bee. Cully, you've never known if Chimera's pronunciation is supposed to be like choose or chemistry. I don't know if it's a hard or a soft C, but I'm going with a Chimera. Chimera? Get your opinions in on a postcard or type it in the chat. He just says Domingo a lot and flails his arms and body to explain himself. I love that for him. I love that for him. You think Chimera is a hard K, so not even how I'm saying it then. It's more like a chimera? Chimera? Something like that. You think Domingo's Japanese lines were like, Domingo, Domingo, I think he's saying. I think you're right, actually. To the tune of Bingo, Bingo? I don't know Bingo, Bingo, Mr. Bear. You should know by now that I don't know any of these things. I'm just a Moog. I don't know a lot of anything, but I appreciate you all being here to enjoy my ignorance. Let's take on another Chimera. Yippee Chimera, motherfucker! Ooh, very dead. He's very, very dead. That's what we like to see. And this one is not yet very dead. Don't. Please. Tell me he can't do a double breath attack. He can't do a double breath attack. That was close. That was so close, guys. And thankfully the Durahan can't get him. Oh, Barry, Barry has got room for this, hasn't he? Let's press the right button. He does? Alright, let's go get this. Yay! Well done, Barry. Nicely done, buddy, nicely done. Alright. We've got to hope that this hits and that he doesn't counter. I could save the kill to feed Domingo, but I don't... Oh! 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 Simulation confirmed! Simu-fucking-lation confirmed! It just... Did I just manifest that? You couldn't make this shit up! You couldn't make this shit up! Domingo, can you tickle it to death? You know what, let's not risk tickling it. Let's use some actual magic. We'll go with a little blazy blaze. I feel like a level 1 should do at least 2 hit points, right? Even against a magical creature. Domingo's the magical creature, but a Chimera is kind of magical as well. Whew. Fucking hell though, poor Apis. Poor Apis. Domingo Bongo. Bongo drum hits from the magic creature available for mail order on 4 CDs. Can you imagine Domingo with the bongos though? I love that. I feel like I need to make a range of Domingo figures with little props. 1 HP hype! And it was gone. So far, you used to love the concept of chimeras, mainly from the Shining series. Then you watched Full Metal Alchemist and... Edward! I have not seen Full Metal Alchemist, I'm afraid, so I don't know what that's in reference to. But I'm sure there's some people in chat that get it, buddy. Oh, that song, Mr. Bear! B-I-N-G-O, and Bingo was his name, oh. Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, B-I-N-G-O, that's what it's called, I think. Right, Cully, how unfair was that? Blaze 1 was sufficient, but you think it deserved a D-Soul for that? Oh, I should really do a D-Soul. Tell me though, Cully, does D-Soul do damage as an alternative, like if it doesn't actually steal their soul? Or could that potentially have left that bastard alive? A Domingo Bongo might be a stretch. I don't think he'd have to stretch that much, because bongos are quite close together and his tendrils or tentacles are pretty long. Oh no, then we can't talk further. Apologies so far, I'm an uncultured swine in the land of anime. I have seen relatively little. Just say you'll never think of chimeras the same way ever again. Oh wow. It's like in your top favourite disturbing anime scenes ever. Now I'm really curious. Am I remembering rightly that Zelgadis from Slayers was a chimera? Although he was more like a stone creature, but that would be a golem, but I don't think he was a golem. I think he was a chimera of some kind. Ruffle, when do I get Amigo in this game? I got her towards the start of the stream. We got her in this battle, and she will be joining us from the next battle onwards. Because Cully claimed her for the final force in this Book of Shining Force CD. Mr. Bear, it likely went by different names, but you were singing it before any of us were born. You probably were, Mr. Bear. You probably were. So we can actually make a start on doing some attacking now. Let's see who we can tempt out from their corners. Do you think I should do a little save now, guys? Is this all going to go to shit, like, after an hour and a half? We need to bring everyone else down as well. I don't think... Does Gapple have any magic? He only has boost. That... Oh, he's got an Atlas Axe as well. Okay. And we also have to note who kills the bishop to be able to get the white ring. Zophar, do you think you'll ever watch it? Or do I want you to... You know what, I'll probably never get around to watching it, to be honest. And even if I do, by the time I do, and with my memory being as crap as it is, I will have forgotten, so feel free to tell me about it. Unless anyone else in chat hasn't seen it yet and is going to and doesn't want spoilers, so speak up. Or, like, block your eyes for a bit, guys. It was a grade school ditty. I don't know what grade school is, Mr. Bear. We don't have that here. Kill them separately, that atlas might drop. Oh, yeah, good idea, because otherwise we might only get one drop out of it. So, no magic to kill them both. Roos, you will be the sacrificial guy going in to make a start on this one. Oh, okay. That did more damage than I expected. And we got a level up. And we have a Buster coming in. Hello, Buster boy. Hello. Oh, are you starving? Are you so unfeeded? We have a Buster. Grom, are you here? Grom, you have Big Ginge. It's Big Ginge. He wants biscuits. He wants turkey. He wants liver. Meow mix, please deliver. So we don't want to kill both of them, but this won't kill both of them. This probably won't even kill the bishop, but it will make a start. You know what, let's make sure she's got room for that ring, just in case she does kill him. She doesn't have room for the ring, we better not chance it. We need to make sure it's someone that's got room that does the killing. Can she do some kind of useful magic? And by useful I mean like boosting. She cannot. The one time I want it, and it's not there. Oh, but she could... Oh, but if she uses the rings, that could kill them. It's probably not going to kill them. I don't know. Oh, we got a long old message here, so I will have a look at that first. Buster hype! Right. They follow 1 year of kindergarten, 6 years of grade school, and then on to junior high. You call it all different stuff over there. So we don't even have a thing called kindergarten over here. We've got like infants, and we got play school, infant school, junior school, and senior school. So far, super short version. Okay, so Full Metal anyone who doesn't want spoilers for Full Metal Alchemist, like block your ears up now because I'm going to be reading this message out. Full Metal Alchemist is about two brothers who live in a world where alchemy is real, and you can turn things into other things, but for a price. They mess around with alchemy and one loses his whole body and the other loses 2 limbs. Fast forward a few episodes in, they meet another alchemist who has a daughter who has a dog. I'm not sure where this is going, dude. He's big time into experimentation of alchemy and is at risk of losing his alchemy license, so to speak, if he doesn't produce something amazing. This is going to be all kinds of messy, isn't it, dude? Cully, you don't think our spells will kill the priest if need be, just do a blaze too. That's a clever idea, Cully. Maybe sleep? I mean, I could, but I don't think it's going to work on them. So, says Zophar, they spend all this time building up what a sweet, cute little girl and her doggy. Oh no. And you find out at the end that he created a chimera out of his daughter and dog and created a girl-dog monstrosity who ends up being destroyed by the government. Dude, that is dark. That is very dark. Was that like a girl-dog monstrosity? I'm guessing is more doggish than girlish? Or are we thinking more like a Chiantol out of Shining Force? Not that that would be a monstrosity, and I think Cully would have my guts for garters if I said that. Cully, that would be a primary school to us Brits, thank you. We generally call kindergarten nursery, but that's used in a few places here. Oh, okay. So, yeah, so that's... Tell me there's not more. Yeah, thank fuck for that. It's really sad and horrifying, I bet. And that was the chimera, more doggish but could talk and had her memories. I feel like I've seen the video recently of like some like a Comic-Con type thing with people in cosplay, and there's some little girl dressed up as a dog-like person, and then someone maybe ran up to her shouting Edward, or no, Edward, or something like that. Is that from Full Metal Alchemist, or am I getting muddled there? I don't know. Mr. Bear, kindergarten is where they give you a bunch of crayons and then you have to fend off all the other little sons of bitches. I remember being given milk and biscuits at what I guess was kindergarten. That was episode 3. There were 52 of them. And the dog was still around. The dog girl. Holy shit. Cully reminds you of Evangelion around episode 18, where there's a major plot point that leaves you feeling shocked and horrified. I've knocked the thing again. Oh, Evangelion. Oh, is it? This is going to be spoilers, isn't it? So block your ears if you haven't seen Evangelion, but is that the Avas are actually like the angels, but trapped into the mech? Am I remembering right? That is the Chimera, and basically she says, Edward, and because she's a dog girl monstrosity trying to talk and likely in agony. Oh no, I feel like I need to watch this now. Edward was one of the brothers, I get you. The horrid trifles. Never the horrid trifles, that was only at home, not at play school. They weren't that evil at play school. We had milk and biscuits. So far, you actually have never gotten around to watching Evangelion. One of these, you know what, Evangelion, I absolutely loved it, and the soundtrack, the tunes, dude, banging tunes. So now that you ruined my day, thanks for that, buddy. Back to the game. Big brother Edward. Oh, one of the two scenes that probably make you cry. Oh, you know what? I don't cry at things a lot now. I used to cry really easily, and this is going to sound really. Let's just give this a go. This is going to sound really pathetic or like maybe attention seeking, and I don't mean it that way at all. But since my divorce, I haven't really been able to cry at like any TV or game or movie or anything, whereas I used to always cry so much at it. But it's just, I think I've been desensitized to the fiction now. Like, I miss it. I miss being able to have a good old cry at watching things. I remember I used to blub like a baby in things, but I cannot remember the last time I had a really good cry at fiction now. Ruffle, you're not a crier. If the Chimera scene doesn't make you cry, there's another scene that will. Maybe I need to give this a go. Mr. Bear, they gave... scroll up! They gave us a lot of soda crackers in... What the fuck is a soda cracker? That's a new thing. Shifty, that's not dramatic. It for sure can go the other way. What the thing about the divorce? I don't know. It's not meant to be dramatic. Zophar, there's a couple of movies that still do that to you. Lord of the Rings and Braveheart. I've never watched Braveheart, you know. Lord of the Rings, I wouldn't say it ever made me cry. I found it very, very long. The book was also very long. But, good for a one-off watch at least. Having kids change you, you cry all the time. Oh, bless you, mate. Bless you. That is, you know what, I feel like that's a really good thing, because I think a lot of, this is going to sound sexist, but I think it's just the reality that a lot of men have been raised, particularly of my generation, and maybe, the generations around it have been raised to, that boys don't cry, that you don't show your emotions like that. And that is a horrible thing. Like, why on earth shouldn't boys or men be allowed to cry and show their emotions? It's bottling that kind of stuff up and finding other outlets for it that is the damaging thing. So good on you if you can let your emotions out like that. Saltines, I've heard of those, Mr. Bear. Square-shaped cracker thing that's really salty. I just remember in Scrubs they were always playing Hide the Saltine. Cully, you weren't thinking of that, but you were thinking of the episode where Shinji has to fight a rogue Ava. At the end he defeats it and the pilot is killed, then loses it when he discovers who the pilot is. Oh gosh, I can't even remember who the pilot would have been that the pilot gets killed. Because it wasn't his mother or something, was it? I'm trying to remember, but I don't. It's been a really, really long time since I watched Ava. Oh no, not crying since. And hang on, that's not dramatic, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do cry about, like, I'm not, like, completely emotionless. Like, I will cry about real life stuff, or, things that have actually happened, but fiction just doesn't seem to get me in the same way. It's definitely true, that's what you were taught. So if I be a man, don't cry, but times are changing. Thank goodness for that, dude. Thank goodness for that, because I think it is a whole lot healthier if you're able to let your emotions out in the way they need to be. Shifty, that feels true. Making an effort to change that narrative with the next generation. Good man. Very, very important, I think, that young people these days are raised to be able to show that stuff. Mr. Bear, you think the crying prohibition had more to do with pain than emotion? Oh, really? Oh, okay. I mean, I thought it was like in all respects, you know, just that crying in general, boys don't cry. But in any case, you know, you should be allowed to cry if you're in pain as well. Like, yeah, be true, be your authentic self, you know? Do we have anyone that needs healing here, speaking of pain? Not really. Wendy's fine. These guys just haven't seen any action, so they are fine. Apis is very dead, so he needs more than a healer. That boy needs a priest. Alright, let's start heading up. Cray can still pack quite the... Oh, bugger. That's why he's got the Atlas. That's why he's got the Atlas, but it's not super damaging. It's damaging enough, being that it's an area spell, but...
Give me the power to recall.
Thank you. I wish I'd had the power to recall that was going to happen. And these Durahans are going to keep coming in as well, aren't they? Cully, there are moments in films that make you cry and you often just let it happen. Good on you, man. Good on you. Remember in primary school you watched The Land Before Time? Oh my goodness. I feel you. I feel you. And screw the other kids. Screw the other kids for laughing. Were they laughing at the film or laughing at you? I mean, either way, they're arseholes. I remember bawling my eyes out at... you may find this funny. At Sliding Doors, the movie. For anyone that hasn't seen it, like, block your ears for a minute because I'm about to give a spoiler for it. So when she gets hit by the ambulance, I cried so hard. Like, that really hit me, that moment. And then I watched it through with my long ago ex, and he laughed when that happened, and that should have been the first red flag to me. It really should have been. Apis is not so... He's really not. He could be a lot better. Laughing at you for being a crybaby, fuck them. Fuck them up their stupid buttholes. They should not be... Ugh, kids can be so cruel. I seriously hope that, you know, we have learned enough from living through that generation to be able to raise the next generations better than that. We do have some healing that needs to be done. So I guess we're gonna just line up to be Atlas some more. Because that's limitless. Bugger. It actually is. It's a little bit worrying. Let's go with Roos. Let's get him healed up. Well, too late. I looked at that too late, Cully. Sorry, dude. Sorry. It's just because Roos is on the front line and I think he has got the space for getting the ring. He does, so that is what his goal is right now. Let's social distance just a little bit. Oh my gosh, so many Durahans. Can we? Should we? Just because we can doesn't mean we should. Let's move on down a little bit, and if the chance comes up to go and get him. Just Gepol. This is gonna get annoying real quick. Oh, I mean, I was right that she could survive another, but that is I don't want to kill this guy. He is not gonna... Oh shit. Maybe. Which one is it? This one? That shouldn't kill him, should it? Should it? Oh my goodness. I forgot that he has so much. Oh, okay. The ring is cracked. Evil ring is cracked. Mustn't forget. Let's try and kill this bastard before he does any more healing. Because that is also going to get annoying real quick. Roos! Do it. Get the ring. Everybody's happy. Yas! Good man. Good man. We got the white ring. And we got some more chat. Mrs. Bear always chided you for being so stoic in horror movies, right after she clutched the heck out of your shoulder. Bless it. You know, I don't understand how people don't jump at these things. I was just talking with Jala about that last night, actually. That jump scares just... They scare the shit out of me. They always get me. I don't understand how people can watch it and not be startled by it, like at least on the first viewing. Even if you know it's coming, you don't know the exact second or the sound or what you're going to see. Maybe I'm just a scaredy cat, I don't know. Cully, Roos should be able to tank the physical damage. He has plenty of HP. This is true, but I made the wrong call there, I guess. He certainly has an axe to grind. Oh god, I keep whacking the keyboard. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just being a total klutz today. Wendy should be okay for non-kill spells. Plush needs levels. This is true. This is true. Does the White Ring cast aura in this game? I bloody hope so. I bloody hope so. Your favourite jump scare movie, Shifty, is The Descent. You know what? I've never seen it, but my dear friend DVS, I believe, absolutely loves that film. So maybe next time she and I hang out, we can watch it together, because I'm really, really bad at watching horror or scary films by myself. I kind of need someone with me. Also, a decent looter shooter. It's a game as well? Mr. Bear, the only jump scares that ever surprised you were some of the ones in the Final Destination series. I haven't actually seen them. I think I saw one of them many, many years ago, but I don't really remember it. It was a long, long time ago. But yeah, jump scares in general get me. I was even scared by the Blair Witch Project, you know. Like creepy people standing in the corner. Not good, not good. I think that the panicked kind of wobble cam filming of it as well got me. So who was that just got injured? Was it... Nick is alright right now. Cray is a bit of a powerhouse, so let's just start pounding on him. Do it again, do it again! Oh no, 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 not that way round! No, I wanted a double, not a counter. Oh god, I may have misjudged what's going on here. Roos and Wendy, not good. Also, let's not have a row of 3 of us there. What else we got? Dispel, not gonna help. We got Heck. Let's heal Wendy, because she's still got a lot of magic. And hopefully Roos can use the White Ring on everyone. Which I don't know, will he be able to use it? Because he can't equip it, I don't expect. That's probably one that only the hero and maybe Barry can use. These guys really need to catch up. Gates! Have you got... Ooh. Did I check? We would see if that was cracked, right? We would even see it there, wouldn't we? Like, we would know if the power ring... Oh! Oh, cheeky. I didn't remember to fix that because we didn't have the shop. But also, when you go to use it, it doesn't show the crack. That is worth remembering. That is really sneaky. And I've missed a whole load more chat. Same name, not the same IP. Oh, okay. I always assumed that they were the same thing. Cully, going back onto Resi, you played Resi 1 dozens, maybe hundreds of times, and you still get an oh shit vibe whenever you run into the giant spider boss. I'm sure I would be the same dude. They're really clever in a dark humour. Rube Goldberg. Who's Rube Goldberg? I don't know who that is, Mr. Bear. Shifty, it may be the age in which they became a thing, but you love found footage movies. Like, I'm thinking Blair Witch, Cloverfield, and that kind of thing. Yeah, I can't say I dislike them. Having complained earlier about the way modern movies are filmed, there's a different thing about found footage movies versus like just the way general videography, is that the right word? Yeah, right, maybe, I don't know. Like, there's a difference between that and the new styles of doing it. Roos took quite a hit, maybe not as tanky as you thought. I don't think he is. I really don't think he is, Cully. Shifty. Hell House LLC. Bad writing. Worse acting, but great jump scares and truly worth watching despite its shortcomings. Haven't heard of it, dude. Is that another found footage movie? Cully, Gates used a healing seed on Roos so he has space for the Atlas Axe. That is a bloody clever idea. We'll do that. Let me do that now before I forget. Let's come up here. Good call, Cully, thank you. Shifty, Rube Goldberg machines are a thing, you know. Think the game Mousetrap. Oh, okay. Okay, I get you. Those overly complex machines for a simple task. I love those kind of things. I love them. Well, OK Go Video. Haven't heard of that one either. Her house is found footage. Let me put that on the list as well. Although, again, if it's a scary one, I'm probably not going to be able to watch it on my own. Hell House. It's a Hell House LLC movie. Let's pop that one on the list. There we go. So many movies to watch, but at least I'm nearly caught up with the Amber vs. Heard trial at the moment, and I believe they're going on like a week break over the next week, so I will have some time for watching stuff other than that, for which I am very thankful because it has been a lot. A whole lot. Alright, so it's just this bastard left now. He has got so many hit points still. I guess let's do some magic. We've got to be closer to do magic. Alright, this is not great for her. Let's have a go with some freeze on him and see what happens. Shifty, you for sure haven't explored enough of Rube Goldberg's actual work. He was the American cartoonist who created this really bizarre device made of machinery bits and pieces. Yeah, I've never heard of his name before, but I'm familiar with the kind of devices. They're super clever. Have any... Bastard. Don't you dare counter now. Okay. So do any of you watch, or have you watched, Mythic Quest on Apple TV? Does Bruce have room for it? He does not. He should probably be giving that to Nick. That was unwise. That was really unwise. Bye then. Bye then. Because in Mythic Quest I don't remember if it was in the second season or if it was in one of the like specials they did between during the pandemic. There was like they had their own little take of one of those machines and it was quite enjoyable. Cully, you couldn't remember if he was a cartoonist who drew them or an engineer who built them. Oh, I see. There's a great art film called The Way Things Go, which is a series of weird contraptions. I have never heard of that either, Mr. Bear. Is there a copy of that on YouTube, maybe? Back to the fast food kiosk for Wendy. I could do with some fast food at this point. I did actually eat before this, but I just had a really quick and easy baked beans on toast for dinner today. Just to be able to get in on time for this, because I have spent most of today watching more of the court case. This is not going to kill him, so we may as well. It's not going to work, is it? It's not going to work if I try to do a D-Sol. I would kind of like to do a little bolt. It's probably not going to do as much as a freeze, but I just want to see Domingo do it. Get in! Yeah, only 10. That's atrocious. Here we go. Here comes my boy. You get in stock. It's better not kill him. I haven't checked what his item search is. And we do want to try and get that Atlas off him if we can. Don't know for sure that he's going to drop it, but it'd be nice if he did. Let's check our items here. He is full of items. Does anyone need some healing? Roos, kind of. Everyone else is kind of alright. So I guess let's... Oh, well, that's not happening then. I guess let's just make sure he's hemmed in. Not that Sig is going to do a great deal to him, but it's something. And when I said not a great deal, I really wasn't joking. Survive! Endurance survive, Domingo! Endurance survive. God, this is actually... I thought we were doing really well with this, but this has taken us nearly 2 hours, this battle now. Albeit the chat is taking up a little bit of time. Mr. Bear, you think it appears there once in a while? There's usually a clip or two from it. I'll try and have a look. Paul Deterian, and welcome in. You think your first Rube Goldberg in media was in Wallace and Gromit? Was he involved in Wallace and Gromit? I had no idea. Also, I'm not sure I recognise your name, Paul, so welcome in if this is the first time I've spoken with you, and if it's not, then apologies that my brain is so shit that it's forgotten. I hope you are doing well today in any case. Do you think we can cast D-Sol on him just for giggles? Maybe we should. Maybe we should. Gepple needs a Zeppelin. I like what you did there. Make sure whoever kills has infantry space. We will. 6 laps. Craig crushes. You are not wrong, dude. You are really not wrong. We can't hit him from there, but we can take a seat ready. Oh boy, they're coming. They're coming out of the goddamn walls. How are we looking, Gates? What have we got on us? That's not the right button at all. Gates has room. Gates is clearly not going to kill him. If anything, Gates is going to die in a minute. Oh! Thank you, buddy. Oh! Okay. Okay, this is all fine. Come on, Barry. Well, let's not line up for the Atlas. Okay, Gates is going to be very dead now. Domingo's alright though, so we can try a D-Sol just for funsies. Imagine if it worked! How good would that be? Sorry, Gates, buddy. Sorry. That did not go as I might have hoped. Oh. How is Nick for item space? He's alright. Shall we? Shall I have him? Shall I fucking have him? I mean, I'll try to. It didn't work. Oh. Cat things are going on out there. I just see these glowing eyes in my hallway. They're having a little moment. I mean, it's got to be done then, right? It's got to be done. That is a very good point, Cully. Let us check. He has space. I can't honestly see it working. But we're going to give it a go. Ah. Worth a try. Worth a try. Sig. I mean, sure. Let's just keep punching him, shall we? Shame Wendy's not here to do whack with stick. For the memes. If you do anything, do it for the memes. Stock. How are you looking for space? Let's take Stock. Stock does not have space and would almost certainly kill him. So let's not kill him with Stock. Oh! Oh boy. What happened to their ankles? I don't think I've ever noticed that they don't have ankles. I think Roos had room. Roos has room. He could do with the experience. Let's just get this done, shall we? Yeah. And he dropped it! Huzzah! Huzzah! And we finished a battle, guys. What time are we at? It took a little while. But we will... Oh. Wait, so we were going to try and do a... I don't really know if I can do a Darth Vader voice, Cully. Like, I'm not a big Star Wars person. Don't command the others. That's not him at all. Let's just do a normal voice, shall we? Dantum and the others taught you well. But it feels wrong just doing my voice for it. But you won't find Bazoo and Frable so easy to conquer. Waldal has enhanced their strength. Oh, bugger. Bye then. Then there'll be a more interesting challenge. Nick, come on, let's go get them. We're gonna go get them. I think. Are we straight into another battle? Is this a Dark Soul Dark Dragon battle sitch where I can't aggress now and get my peeps back? Someone let me know.
You are too late, my friends! The summoning is done! Aeon's evil creature waits in the next room! You can no longer stop me!
I wouldn't be so sure. I mean, we're the Shining Force. Oh! Want to beam down, Mr. Scott? The fuck is that? Death Waldal! It's fucking Death Waldal.
So, Nick, we meet again! It will be my pleasure to...
Here it is. Oh, it's Frable. Not so fast, Bazoo! Oh, he's Bazoo, isn't he? He's mine! Because that's how I do a girl's voice. Said I, the girl. Can I aggress here, and can I check back on chat real quick? What did I miss? What did I miss? I did make sure that. Sig's doing 1 HP slaps for Wendy. For Wendy! Did Waldal shellac them? I think he probably did. Cully, you don't think it's a double battle? That's only for Death Waldal. Okie doke. I think you can aggress and come back here. Save to be short. That's a bloody good call, Mr. Bat. I will save first. You might be muddling up boss names, thinking of the giant scorpion. I don't even remember, dude. I don't even remember. You hate pushy women. Sometimes they have to be. Sometimes we have to be. Alright, so let's quit to save. Let's get some lights on. I'm just going to mute while I command my assistant to do that. There, that's a bit better. No, I'm not stopping. I want to come back. Just let me restart, please. Yeah, bloody good call on saving it there as well. Because even if I had carried on with the battle, if it had crashed or anything, and I had to redo all of that, I would not be a happy bunny. Alright, I reckon we're only going to get through 2 battles today. If we're even lucky enough to make it through this one. I am interested in the legends. I am the legend. Let's get going. Okay, so we need to aggress and get to an item shop to sort things out. So I guess let's... Should we check out the battle map first of all and see what's what here before we go deciding what we need to bring in? So we've got Bazoo, who is not looking quite himself at this point. He's got Bolt 2, which isn't great. We've got Frable. She better not have her fizzy ball things that stop us using magic. That would be annoying. Evil Bishop. I didn't see whether she had an item. She just have an item. Alright. No items on these guys. Assassins. Ooh. Fancy. More wyverns. They have nothing on them. This is a big old battle, guys. We've got a lot of Skull Knight. I guess that's the next thing up from a Dullahan. Look. I like all the 3D-ness of the walls. Very cool, very cool. Oh, okay, so we've got an evil axe we can get here from the next level of Minotaur. Also known as Executioner. Alright. Yeah, we definitely want to come out and sort our shit out. And let them come to us a bit, I think. So I feel like if we move up, everything is going to glump up on us. So let's aggress out and sort out our items and all of that jazz. Let's have a little drink and then let's catch up on chat. Nick, let's magic aggress. Yes. Press the button. Thank you. Push the button. Don't push the button. It's like the station. Change the channel. Yeah, we have people to heal. We've got to swap Amigo in as well, haven't we? Shit. Is this a good grinding battle? Anyone know? And let me scroll up and check the chat now. Somewhere in the next few battles, that's the version that's in the museum battle. Oh, okay, so Death Waldol isn't in the first couple of books. Fair play. Shifty, in the sense of how people perceive them, as in the aren't pushy society just tells us they aren't allowed to be confident, so it must be pushy. You know what though, you're absolutely right about that. It's like how arrogant, how confidence comes across in arrogance if you're not like a confident person. In the Shining Force games, they usually want to kill you. Maybe out of the games they do as well. No, it's fair to to discuss this stuff as well. It is real stuff. You are very late, Arion. You are so late, but Shade has been repping for you. He's been doing great. How are you doing today, buddy? It's been a little while. Hope you're keeping good. Mr. Bear, no need to be sorry. You don't think anyone here takes anything very seriously. We really don't. But I mean, obviously there are serious topics we can talk about and be grown up about them. Let's get some people healed. She is so exhausted. Wendy is a mood. Wendy really is a mood. Shifty, you especially, and then you come in like a wet blanket. No! Not at all, dude. Not at all. Like, if there's an opportunity to make a comment about, embettering the world in some way or reframing things, that can never be a bad thing. Like, we can all stand to improve a little bit, can't we? Jokes can be a gateway to bigger conversations sometimes. It doesn't mean the joke isn't still a joke. So many people died, really? But who are we going to swap out for Amigo is the question. Because that's got to happen. check if anyone is curing. I've got a couple of things I need to fix as well, haven't I? But at least I'll be able to see what those are. Member change. Alright. Come on then. Sorry, it's just her portrait. I'd forgotten what it was like. That is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Alright, come on, amigo. Who are we swapping out? I guess Sig, maybe? Since he is not the very best. I feel like we could stand to lose him because all he's been doing is healing, really. What do you guys think? Who else have we got? Obviously we want to keep these guys. I mean, Gates isn't doing great, but I don't feel like we need to swap out a fighter for a healer. I feel like Sig is probably the best choice, but hang on, remind me, is Sig one that we have to have in the museum battle, is it, or in book 3? Someone remind me before I go making a bad decision here, please. Being grown up gets old, Mr. Bear. Getting old is being grown up, right? Well, not necessarily, I suppose. Not everyone who gets old does grow up. Shifty Sauce, you love that. Jokes are jokes, but can be gateways to a bigger discussion. Gosh, what a perfect perspective. And Cole, I don't expect any more gems like that to come out of me for the foreseeable. That's the one little egg that I've laid recently, and the rest is just going to be shit. The evil, yeah, we've got a load of things to fix, Mr. Bear. Thank you. Yeah, but by the patriarchy, it isn't evil. It's just Waldo painting it that way. Waldo, even. Did I say Waldo? My bad. All joking aside, Mr. Bear, it's your humble opinion that people often want to assume the worst aspect of such things. It's true, people do seem that way a lot. But also, is that just our perspective, thinking that that's what people are assuming? I don't know. No one should ever assume anything. We shouldn't assume what people are assuming, and they shouldn't be assuming in the first place. We should always look for clarification. Look to understand more. Don't try and read between lines and things. Just outright ask and figure out, for real, what people are thinking. But anyway, in terms of what people are thinking, what are people thinking for swapping out Sig for Amigo? Mr. Bear, is Sig someone that I'm going to need for in the museum battle or book 3 or wherever it is that they all come together like that? I'm counting on you, dude, to fill me in on that one. It'll be a shame to lose Sig, though, because I look at his face and I see Warg. You guys remember Wargasm? Of course you remember Wargasm from the forums. That big smile on him, he reminds me of Warg so much. Ariel, do you think it's a good choice? Or is Area... Yeah, exactly. That is a... This is what I'm seeing, but it's whether if I need to have Sig built up more for the book where they kind of combine forces. And I can't remember who goes into that, but Mr. Bear is my pro for that. Jella! Hey! Welcome back, you have returned. You see, some kind of gaming has taken place. On my channel, never. It's been chat, and not a lot else. We did get through a battle, though, girl. We did get through a battle, and we are just looking for who to swap out to put Amigo in, because she has been claimed as part of the final force for this book. And I'm thinking Sig. Mr. Bear, the only ones I need from this book are Wendy, the hero, and Shade. You certainly want to use them all in book 3. Okay, so Sig can go. Bye, Sig! Thank you, please. Just scrolling back up. Shifty, you think you almost get yourself in trouble with your wife because it seems like you're being too much of a devil's advocate, but you like to start at a harmless mistake and then eliminate scenarios down to reality, as opposed to assuming the person is an arsehole and slowly finding out why it isn't that simple. Yeah, no, that is a good stance to take, though. I have often come a cropper of being devil's advocate, and people have assumed wrongly that I'm doing it out of a place of supporting something bad or something, that I shouldn't be supporting. I can't quite explain fully what I mean there. I haven't got the words right now. But yeah, you should always try and understand every side of things if you can before you make any kind of evidence-based decision about what anything or anyone is, if you can. And now I say that, and I'm probably a hypocrite. There's probably times that I do jump to conclusions or assume stuff and make mistakes, but the main thing is that you try and recognise that and learn from it and admit when you're wrong. But yeah, always always try and assume the best of people, give them the benefit of the doubt, until proven otherwise, or unless they have such a track record with you for being a certain way, I guess, that it would be a fair assumption based on what you genuinely know of them and your experiences, but still always be open to accepting that you might be wrong about that. Shifty, can I just say you are sound as fuck, dude. You are sound as fuck. I just read that one, didn't I, Mr. Bear? Cully, given Sig's performance, he sounds like a good choice of swaps, but now you can't unsee Warg. I'm glad it's not just me that sees it. A battle is progress. It really is. It really is, and it's taken me like 2.5 hours to do one of them. So far, you got to head off. No worries, dude. I really appreciate you spending so much time here tonight. Thank you ever so much. And guys, again, if you don't already follow Zophar, give him a follow because you will find so much cool retro game and particularly retro RPG content over on his channel. The man is a legend. He deserves your support. Mr. Bear, in Book 2 I want to carry over Sarah, the hero, and Natasha, so those are the ones I want to focus on. The rest of the Force in the Museum battle is pretty much irrelevant. Thank you for those tips, dude. I might need reminding of that at some point in Book 2, but we will get there in due course. Arion, you had a moment of triumph the other night. Stryle was playing the Shining Force 2 character shuffler. He was complaining about Janet, and then when he left the New Granstar Castle he found Elric in Peter's spot. Elric is an immortal phoenix elf and now Stryle is obligated to use him. Yes, mate. Yes, I love that for you. That is score 1 for the elves, and I once again have a ginger cat looking at me like I'm a snack right now. Not the good kind of snack. Like, he is hungry. He is hangry. He can wait. He can wait. Cully, a blunder you often try to avoid, and don't always avoid, is assuming the worst about a personal situation and failing to stop yourself from following that, and finding that rather than being an arsehole, you're the one being the arsehole for that attitude. But, oh god, I'm just knocking everything tonight. I'm so sorry. Like, should I just wobble myself and that will save me the effort of being clumsy and knocking everything over? But, the fact that you recognise that, Cully, is a positive step, to trying to change that. You can't make a change without knowing that you need to. We have changed people into the Force. What do I need to do? No one needs healing or anything. We need to sort some items out. I think I already gave Nick the white ring, and I'm pretty sure he is the only one that can equip it. So we need to check that he can do that. We've got some stuff to fix. The Atlas. I feel like Roos can actually use that, can't he? Because... where is he? Gates has... Oh, Gates has got the great axe. Alright. So we need to check... Let's check the equipment first, shall we? That's pretty more sensible. Nicholas. Can you... He can... Ooh! Oh, would you look at that? Plus 10 defense. Yes, please. Roos, you can have... it's not brilliant, but it's better. Shrewd. Look, we're good. She doesn't want to equip any of those. We don't want to equip any of those. The Dark Sword. I don't really want to be cursed. And I guess Barry might actually be able to use it. If he can equip it, he can use it. So we're going to hang on to it for him and see if he can be like a mobile spellcaster like that. We have a Shower of Cure. This isn't the final battle I'm going into, is it? So we don't need to take the Shower of Cure in just yet. We got to fix the power ring. We've got a load of things to fix. Let's go do the fixing. Excuse me. Need to go to the shop, thank you. And we need to do repair. And then I also need to notice that there's been a load of chat going on. Let me just repair these guys before I forget, please, and I will... Oh, hang on. Have I selected repair before I go selling stuff by mistake? None of that looks broken, but I will check it. The Atlas won't be broken because he's only just got that. You know what, if I look for the one that was broken, that'll show me whether I can actually see that things are broken on this screen. No, you can't, because the power ring actually was broken. That's really weird, that on that bit you can't see if it's broken. So I'm going to need to go and check anything that might have broken. check those. Check the protect ring. No, that's fine. Sorry guys, I do see that there's a load of chat there to check on. I think that broke. I'm not wrong. Be proud of me, I remembered a thing. How amazing is that? Let's check that one. Nope. I wish it would just come up with the ones that actually need repairing or show me the icon for it. That's fine. I don't know if I actually checked whether the halberd does cast magic now or not. I guess it probably does. What else? These are all fine. I guess let's check that. And I did the power ring. Great Axe can't be used. Alright, so now we just need to do some buying, I guess. Maybe checking deals as well. What have we got? Ooh, oh! Oh, so I missed the Valkyrie before. Alright, I missed a couple of things, but I can buy that, and I might buy that, but I will check what else is in stock before I do that. I feel like... Yeah, this is all super old hat, isn't it? 20 grand. Alright, let's buy the Valkyrie. And see who we're going to give that to. Because that is a thrower as well, isn't it? Randolph can go up to 64. Or Apis. I mean, I guess it makes more sense to give it to Randolph and keep them even. So let's do that. Because he only has a lance anyway. Yes, please. And now let's catch up with chat before things go too far. Sorry guys that I got my head in the game there for a little bit. Mr. Bay, you hate it when Peter first sort of joins and proceeds to steal all the kills that you've usually set up for Slade. Yeah, with the AI control there. What a pain. Cully, recognising it is a change that you've been working on for many, many years, you're glad to say you now catch it far more often than not. Nice one, dude. Nice one. But don't be hard on yourself if you don't always catch it, because, you know, some of these things are very ingrained into us and it can be hard. It can be really hard to change stuff. Shifty, you think the pandemic and wanting to keep a happy marriage? You've been trying to shift the focus of disagreements, so why aren't we on the same page? As opposed to this is why I'm right. Dude, abso-fucking-lutely, it's not about winning. Like, you can't, in a marriage, you can't win on your own. It's something you have to win together. You know, very much it's about, you know, working things out between the two of you, not one of you being right and the other being wrong. It's about getting it right together. You know your wife is a smart woman who wants what's best for you, and she thinks the same of you, maybe less smart. Let's see. So if you can keep that in mind, then try to work out how they might be right. Yeah, you know, if you can both be right and both be wrong, I guess that's the balance as well. But if you can just figure out how to make it work together rather than always trying to win, I mean, because at the end of the day, the win is having a good relationship, isn't it? It's not about being right. Arion, so how does Stock and Shade compare to each other? I will check that for you in a minute, but I feel like they're fairly comparable. Stock may be a smidge better, but I think that's more that he's got a better defense, maybe, or more hit points. But they're both bloody good, and they will both be with me till the end here. And Cully has basically just answered it. They're both stars. They are basically both stars. They can share most embroidered stuff if it's in a scripted font. Mr. Bear, give Gates either the Heat or Atlas. Yeah, I thought I might pass the Heat on to him so that Roos has got the Atlas to use. Mr. Bear, you should be able to sell the Great Axe after equipping the Atlas. I will do some selling, thank you. The magic words in marriage are yes, dear. In fact, my dad used to say the magic words were I'm wrong and I'm sorry. And that goes a long way as well, but honestly, it's probably not the healthiest option. Alright, let's sell a few things that we don't need then, that's a good idea, and see what we can afford to buy after that. So, we don't need the Chrome Lance now. That is indeed fair, thank you. I mean, I could do with more, but I'm not going to complain. I should have moved the Heat Axe over to him, but he will still need his Great Axe, won't he? I don't think the Heat Axe is actually better, it's just going to give him magic. I mean, I want to sell these things, but at the same time, if someone claims him, like at the last minute, sorry, there's a cat wobbling stuff now, it's not me. If someone claims him, I'm going to be sad not having his actual items that he can equip, so let's not get rid of that. Ollie, are you squeaking at me? My baby boy, I'm so sorry. I know you want cuddles. We have a little black cat alert, guys. Little black cat. We have a house panther. Oh, don't embarrass you on stream. Okay, off you go. Off you go, stinky boy. Bye then. We don't want to sell any of those. Apis still needs, even though the power spear sucks, we're going to keep it just for decorative purposes, I guess, really. Right, so we can sell the Great Axe. Oh, tasty, thank you. Mr. Bear, you think only the Atlas is stronger than the Great Axe, so that's worth equipping. Yeah, we've got that equipped, but the Heat Axe can go to
Earth.
Excuse me, can go to Gates for using purposes. I think that's all we're going to sell. So we're going to now need to stock up on Healing Seed. And I think we can afford another Protect Ring, so... I mean, the White Ring is already giving a defense boost there. Sorry, Mr. Bear, I need to remember who you told me needs to have stuff equipped. Sorry, who's going into book 3. It was the hero, Wendy, and... So Apis, I'll scroll back up and look for it. Just thinking if it's helpful to have one of them bring the ring in, even if it's for someone else on the force then. But I guess we could see to that towards the end of the game. Book 2 is the Wendy, the hero, and Shade. Okay, I've got that. Oh, thank you. Would have saved me scrolling, wouldn't it, if I'd actually looked down there. Cheers, Mr. Bear. Protecting for Amigo. She may need some levelling. That's actually not a bad call. That's actually not a bad call at all. Does Shade have anything else equipped? That's the other question. He's already got a Protect Ring. Okay, yeah, we'll give one to Amigo. That's a good call. No, it's on deals. So many Protect Rings. It has taken me forever to save up for these. But at least there is a load of them there. Probably would have helped if I hadn't died that one time. Amigo, where are you, girl? Oh, yeah, that's gonna help. Good call, Cully. I don't think there's anything else I need of this. Demon Rod. I can probably use it for something, but I can't afford it, so that's moot. Let's buy a load of healing stuff then, shall we? You know what? Let's sell a load of medical herb and free up space for everyone to just have healing seed. It feels like a waste. Do I need antidote at this point as well? Can anyone tell me if there's going to be enemies that can actually poison me in the next couple of battles? Or is that just like hogging space in my inventory? Sif is not with us, so we don't need to worry about that. Apis, you can get rid of that. You're not sure if special equipment carries over to book 3. Oh, fair play, okay. This town music reminds you of Dragon Quest. I'm going to have to take your word for it. I've never played Dragon Quest. I'm sure other people here have. And they may well agree with you. Let's get rid of that. This will be the point where I actually run out of money trying to buy healing seed, won't it? I feel like it's unlikely there's going to be anything poisoning in the next couple of battles. That's more of a zombie and worm kind of deal, isn't it? I think we're well past that. Certainly didn't see anything on the battlefield that looked like it would poison me. Interesting trivia from Cully. You think the Dragon Quest series is one of the inspirations for Shining Force 1? Or was it now? You'd think I would know a thing like that, but I don't know anything, do I? Mr. Bear, even if you get poisoned, the effect will be smaller to the total HP, so you can just use healing items if no one has cure. Oh, that's clever as well. You know what, screw it, let's get rid of the antidotes. Because I feel like that is less useful. If necessary, if we find a battle where it's like super difficult for not having antidote, then I can always aggress, can't I, and redo it, but it just feels like it's hogging space that would be better off spent on healing seeds at the moment. Okie doke. Anybody else? Wendy's fine. She's got so much. You know what? She could almost get rid of that protect staff and just have another healing seed on her. Like she's if whack with stick is doing 1, then even whack without stick is gonna do 1, surely. Any thoughts on that, guys? I think we have cleared out all the unnecessary shit, so let's buy some healing seed. Just keep Lucretia Borger away from the cook pot, Mr. Bear. You know what I'm gonna say, don't you? You know what I'm gonna say. I don't know who that is. I don't get the reference. I'm knocking everything again, so let's just do a little Star Trek bridge wobble, shall we? Whoa. Cully, you think the Takahashi said they like the overhead tile-based exploration, but want to do battles in the same style rather than turn-based? Oh, okay. Okay, that's probably one of the interviews, and I just don't remember it super well. I'm sure you're absolutely right there, dude. Let's get these items. This could take a little bit of prep. We probably want to leave a couple of item slots free on people in case of stuff to pick up from drops or from chests. So I guess having maybe Domingo and Barry have a free item slot would be handy. Worst case, we can always drop something though, can't we? Who will carry this fine item? The Shade will carry it. Lucretia Borgia was a medieval member of the Medici family, famous for poisoning people. I don't believe I've ever heard of them. I feel like there's a folk story behind this somewhere that I need to know more about, dude. I did give that to the right person, didn't I? It was the right thing. And Jala, you guess you need to return to Fire Emblem Echoes. You set it down a couple of weeks ago and haven't gotten back to it yet. I feel you. I've done the same with Cyberpunk and need to get back to it. You know, stop watching now, Jala. This isn't going to be that entertaining, surely. Go get on with your game, dude, because... Oh, God, wrong person. See, I'm just going to be making mistakes at this point because I've been going for so long already. We have not achieved a lot today. But yeah, please don't let me keep you from your gaming. Yeah, I think when you stream, you kind of start to forget about playing games just for yourself, and I think it's important that you still have a bit of gaming time just playing stuff for yourself. So do make sure you're getting that in. That's self-care time as far as I'm concerned. Cully, you think they said about that in one of the interviews about the origins of Shining Force? Might be in the Games TM interview, or the one that Ash did, yeah. Woodcheck Beauties are all boxed up for taking to the new home. I think mine's actually in the cupboard right over there. I could probably go and check that in a minute, but that involves actually getting up, which I can't be asked to do right now. I've still got the one, I can't remember if it was Games TM or Retro Gamer where they interviewed me about my collection. I've got that around here somewhere as well. My little 5 minutes of fame, wasn't it? Not even 15 minutes because it was in a magazine. Mr. Bear, you forget which city-state they were in. One of the Italian ones. Lucretia, I don't know, supposedly had a ring that concealed a dose of poison. Now that sounds familiar somehow. Oh, Jala, check you with your multitasking. Well done, you. But yeah, no worries if you need to pop up. It's all good. Being able to watch and play, I couldn't. I couldn't manage that. I can barely chat and play, let alone watch anything and play. Who else? Oh my goodness, so many items, and I think I've just given items to people I didn't mean to, haven't I? I've just not been paying enough attention. Should we even be trying to do another battle today is the question. Alright, if I've given anyone stuff and filled them up that I shouldn't have, I will just have to dump those items off onto another character. I'm rinsing my money on all this healing seed. Probably don't even need it, but I'd rather have it and not need it than not have it and need it. Mr. Bear, the T in Lucretia is a sh. Okay, Lucretia. There we go. Is a sh sound. Shh. People always make the S in my name a sh sound. It is not Mariska. Mariska. Did we fill up on that? We did. Alright, so we just got to shift a couple of people to have like a free slot for picking stuff up, and then we can actually get into battle. Item. No, not equip. Give. Oh my word. Alright. Pass whose item. So we wanted to make sure that Barry has a free slot. Oh, that's gonna mean he doesn't have. Oh, I don't like that for him. Let me just see if anyone else can use the Dark Sword. I'm not necessarily going to give it away, but let's... Other than Nick. That is a nice attack boost. That is a really nice attack boost. I don't really want the curse is the only thing. The hero can't use a cursed sword. Shriek, nope. Alright, so someone else is going to have space for picking stuff up. Who's that going to be? Maybe... Where's Apis? Apis runs around really easy. He's not going to have a lot of stuff on him, but... Let's just give that to... Maybe I can have that. And who else? Maybe Stock? Yeah. There we go. So we've got a couple of people that have got some space. So now we can save and get on to the next battle. No, not drop. Save. Yes, please, because I don't want to have to go through another hour of item sorting. How long has that taken us, guys? Half an hour, I think, actually, but it was enough. It was enough. I do. Let's go and get another battle done, shall we? The eye is silent. Oh, did I say something wrong again? Lucretia. Okay. Cully, remember there's an evil axe in the next battle if I want it. I mean, if it can be used for a spell, then I guess I should grab it. Did I even remember to give... Fuck, I don't think I gave Gates the heat axe, did I? Which means that Roos has both of them. Okay, they might be able to swap it over in the battle. We'll manage. Might be able to cast with it, if not sell for another Protect Ring. That is also a wise move, Mr. Bear, so we'll try and get it whatever happens. Nick should get a new sword before the end game, right? I would assume so. I don't remember at all, but I would imagine if there's a dark sword now, then there's going to be a light sword before too long. Mr. Bear, you can always free space by using a herb right before a kill. Yeah, that's true. See, so I imagine you're saying herb without the H, aren't you? Because you're using an, so you're thinking an herb? An herb? I love that little Americanism there. Remember to test the dark sword. Yes, thank you, I will. Just aggress and transfer. Oh, effort doing it now. I just want to get on. It'll be fine. We'll manage. But thank you, Mr. Bear. So we were going to try and let people come to us a little bit, I think. There's a fair few of them. There are some fairly hard hitters and some newish enemies. Shall we stay put for a minute and see what they do? Yeah, herb. You guys are funny. I guess we could be using some, like, boosting rings and stuff on ourselves in a minute as well. But let's just all hold fire and see what these guys are doing. Even if they're lining up nicely for some magic. We'll just leave them to it for a minute. Let them line up some more. I feel like this is what Swolchi would tell me to do. Haven't seen Swolchi for a bit. I hope he's doing alright. Haven't seen Scotty either, and I know he was having some medical tests and things, so I hope he's okay as well. I really ought to check if he's been on Twitch at all. I was thinking about him the other day. Cully, if you remember rightly, then Nick gets the Sword of Heya for the end of Book 1, sweet, and Deanna gets the Force Sword for the end of Book 2. You would think that I would remember it was called the Sword of Heya. Would that not be in Book 2, though? Because isn't it Gaiden 2 that was Sword of Heya? So Force Sword would be in this one? Or am I getting things the wrong way around? I feel like... Oh, I don't remember, but I feel like Book 2 was the one that was released on the Game Gear in the West. You can transfer the heat axe in battle. Yeah, exactly. I can do that in a bit. In fact, if Gates is full of items... and Roos is also full of items, we can go and trade him for it, can't we? This might be unwise. Let's take the heat axe. Thank you, please. There we go. See, all sorted, no aggress needed. Cully, you think book 2 is about taking the Sword of Heya to Nick so he can wield it, rather than Deanna wielding it? Oh, okay. Okay, so it was... I forget how it all lines up and how the stories come together and, like, merge in book 3. So yeah, that will all come back to me, I'm sure, as we play it. Kinda. Oh, but also... Maybe we'll do a little bit of this. Doesn't Pastu have a beautiful portrait? Stunning, he is quite a handsome chapper. Quite handsome. Alright, I mean it didn't... Come on! Man! It's the one... I mean, at least it got 3 people, rather than just like 1. Alright, Barry. I know we were just going to stand there, but it's boring. Did I miss anything else there? I don't think I did. But holler if I've missed something. Don't armadillo that. Armadillo? What have I missed? Armadillo? Oh, because Gantz did it. Gantz did it before. I forgot who had it. I just remember it happened. Oh. Oh, sure. I feel like Wendy is horribly underpowered and maybe wasn't the best choice for magic user. But we need her, don't we? We need to keep her leveled up for the later book. That's something. Give me a new level spell. Come on. Oh, really? She hasn't had anything new for freaking ages. Goddamn sheep goods. Right, Mr. Bear? I mean, literally just used it for like the first time and then that happens. And don't bogart that joint. Never bogart a joint, it's fucking rude. I guess we can do this from an angle. And I guess this guy is tougher than the Durahans, so we should really focus on him a little bit. I like his gold armour. It's very fancy. We're still gonna kill him. I'm gonna very kill him.
Smash!
Yeah. The mages need max level to get their tier 4 spells. But Wendy hasn't even got level 3, dude. She hasn't even. Also, I'm getting a numb bum. I need to adjust. Oh, look, even Nick has got, like, better magic now. Come on, Wendy, catch up. Disappointing. That feels like a way. Because apparently that's the sound he makes now. Go for the spell when he needs levels. Did I go for a spell? I don't even remember what I just did, dude. With any luck, they can get them in book 3. That would be nice. That would be nice if she could do that. Domingo, I guess we need to use you for something. Do you want to do a level 3? Sure, he's probably not going to last that long, is he? Really? I should probably be building him up better for the final battle, but I feel like we can just wing it and probably manage. We are very lined up for some magic to be used against us here. Is there anyone nearby that is going to do that, is the question. Ta-da, ta-da. Hydration check, everybody. Are we all keeping good? Have you got snacks? And if so, what have you got? I seem to have run out of snacks in my house again. Oh, except for some hot cross buns my mum brought me yesterday. She's been bringing me a lot of treats recently, but they were a couple of days old when she brought them over and already really stale, so I'm kind of ignoring them unless I get desperate. I guess I could toast them. They might be a bit nicer then, but they're Sainsbury's hot cross buns and you think they'd be really nice. But I have to say, for as long as I can remember, Asda have had the best hot cross buns. I don't know if any other Brits over here have tried. Like, I've tried M&S ones, thinking they might be like even better. Asda Bakery hot cross buns, nothing compares. They are soft. They are doughy. They are got enough filling in them and lovely and sweet on the top. Nothing can beat them. You're sipping tea, Jella. Is it green tea? Naan chips so like naan crisps? I didn't know that was even a thing. Like I know naan bread, but I've never heard of like a snack form of them. Cully, you just remembered you haven't had anything to drink with dinner just now. So you haven't taken your tablets yet. Definitely hydration time. Make sure you take that, dude. Oh god, I've got cat stuff going on here. Yeah, please don't let me distract you from that. But I'm glad if my hydration check reminded you. Mr. Bear, if you can find a bakery that makes Napoleons, those are great. What prithee is a Napoleon other than like the man that was one-armed and fought for the French? You pop the kettle on for a cuppa. Nice choice, Cully. What kind of a bevy are you going to have? Tea? Coffee? Oh, Barry. Who else have we got coming in? We've got the Wyverns. We've got the Chimeras up there. This doesn't feel like a lot of guys after all that. It'll probably still be tough. I don't want to go up too far. I don't know at what point those guys are going to suddenly rush us, but I feel like with that amount of space in front of them, they're probably going to at some point. I also don't want to line up too much. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. A little freezeroo. Mr. Bear, they only came out recently. They're actually naan crisps. And they taste much like naan bread. I love a good naan bread. Garlic naan. Ooh. Haven't had an Indian in ages. I don't think since before Christmas. I might actually have to order something in at the weekend. I think Indian is kind of expensive over here, but the portions are so good that it'll last me for 2 or 3 days probably if I order an Indian in, so it kind of makes it worthwhile. Definitely feel like I need a treat. It's been a intense kind of week. Do we wanna... Sure, let's do it that way. I don't think the bishop's got attack magic, has he? He's only got like a heal or something like that. Again, not really paying enough attention. So what's your favourite curry, Mr. Bear, from your curry places then? We could do that from further away. I wonder if you guys even have the same kind of ones as we do. Like there's always like a set selection that we expect to find on any takeaway menu over here. And then they have like house specials which are different. Jella, same there. You haven't had a curry for an intense week. Oh dude, I hope that your weekend is somewhat more relaxing. Are you working over the week? I might have asked you that already, Jella, but as you can tell my brain is not as good as it could be. And I don't always remember all the details of what I've already asked, so apologies if I have. But I do hope that you've got a bit of downtime coming up, dude. Cully, have we got checked for the evil axe? Where is it, is the question. I think it was on one of... Or maybe it was on this guy? Evil axe. Evil axe? Might have missed that. I think we might have missed that. Almost certainly. He hasn't got it, has he? I don't think we've picked anything up. No, probably missed it. But... Oh well. On one of the Minotaurs, yeah, I almost certainly didn't get it then because I wasn't paying enough attention. Never mind, it's not the worst mishap in a Shining game for me, is it? Napoleons, says Mr. Bear, are these elaborate pastries, I'm listening, that have layers of flaky crust alternating with sweet layers of creamy filling, with chocolate vanilla frosting on top. This is not just any Napoleon, this is an M&S Napoleon. That sounds really, really good. I have never heard of them before, but if I ever see one, I will certainly try it. I don't think the baker up my road has got them. I don't know that I've ever heard of them in this country. I don't know if any other Brits here have heard of them before. Jala, podcasting business tomorrow and programming personal training clients Sunday. Oh, dude, some downtime around that. Yeah, I did get your message actually before I started streaming, but obviously I didn't have time to give it a proper reply. I want to actually spend some time making a proper reply to you because a long message like that deserves a full-on reply. But it sounds like you are super, super busy, my friend, and I do hope that you can find sufficient downtime in your days as well. Like, make sure you're getting enough rest for yourself. I know it's difficult when you've got so much going on and so many pressures in life, but it sounds like you are very much on the go all the time, and having come from a place where I was very much on the go all the time and then ended up in the situation that I'm in now, I would hate to see that happen to anyone else. So I'm very much an advocate for resting whenever you can, like proper, pure rest of not doing anything. I know that's not always possible, but just concerned to make sure you look after yourself, basically, Jella, okay? I don't mean anything funny by it. Mr. Bear, the Minotaur had it. Worth aggressing for. Oh, you know what? It probably is, but also I'm really lazy, and sorry, I need to put some more lip seal on for my lip skin. Just want to get through this battle now. Sorry, miss. I know it'd be great to have it and to sell it, but it's not going to happen now. I learned to live without it. Mistakes happen. They sound like Yum Yums with cream filling layers added. Wait, Yum Yums? I've had a Yum Yum. Like, I only heard of them recently. Greg's do them, right, Cully? They're the twisted donut things that are fucking massive. So good. Never tried them until like about a month ago. Do not regret that one bit. Not many places make them anymore, and they're crappy if not made properly. That's a shame, dude. They're kind of like an elaborate eclair or cream puff. Ooh, fancy. You're resting right now. Glad to hear it. I think one of the things I've got to remember is that I have a different definition of rest. When you've got ME, which is the illness that I have, like watching TV or listening to music or anything like that isn't actually considered rest for us, because it still uses like cognitive processing power, and so you're not fully resting your body or your mind if you're having to pay attention to something at all. So I have to remember that for people that don't have this illness, that watching stuff can be rest. But I think even in people that don't have it, it's still beneficial to have times where you're just like, you're having a flop without any kind of input, just chilling and being mindful, or like, you know, hugging Pooh Bear, for example. Yeah, that would be a good example of rest, like from my point of view there. But if what you're doing is resting you, then that is great. That is all I want to know. Domingo, what are we going to do? Are we going to blaze this bastard? Are we going to freeze him? Or are we going to save... Oh, should we? Would it be really silly to assume that this might work? Should we try it? Like, we've got to get D-Sol working at least once, right? Come on. Well, we knew it was going to be a waste, didn't we? We knew it was going to be a waste. No one needs healing, do they? I don't think anyone does. You can tell I've not been keeping track of this, can't you? Stock, do with a little bit. Mindy's fine. These guys are mostly, I think, okay. Gates is a little bit down. Can we get to stock? Not quite. So I guess what we do then feels like a bit of a waste. But let's do it. It's some experience as well, isn't it? Cully, do you find it restful to have music or TV on that you've seen or heard many times before, so it easily becomes background noise and doesn't really need your focus? I mean, that sounds good as well. I think that would still count as activity for my brain in those situations, but certainly less so than watching something new, for example. Like this is why I often will just so I don't replay games because I like the new experiences, but then when I watch TV I will often rewatch the same shows over and over. Oh, you little bastard. Because it's less cognitive power. I guess when I'm gaming I'm doing it because I have a bit more oomph to deal with that, but when I'm watching TV it's often because I'm flopped and need as minimal activity as possible. But I also spend a lot of time flopped, just not with any like music or TV, just like with a cat on me and just being in the moment. But yeah, I do rewatch stuff just because it takes less processing power to do that. Shifty, is it the same for music without lyrics? That would be like more restful than music with lyrics, but ultimately the aim is just to be like meditation or something like that would be like the closest thing to like complete rest, I would say. Yeah, but for me generally it's lying down and just, you know, observing things in the room a little bit, like, you know, marks on the ceiling, that kind of. This is going to sound so ridiculous, but I miss the ceiling from my old house. I had this really awful Artex pattern on the ceiling, like all these swirls, like overlapping swirls, and I just used to get lost in that for like an hour to rest. Just, you know, that probably sounds not restful, but there was something about it that was just so mindless that it was actually relaxing for me. Holy shit, I hadn't even noticed that her hat's so different. Okay, anyway, so someone needed healing, didn't they? It was Stock. Let's give him a little heal. Oh, she's got aura. Well, I guess we're going to go with an aura 1 for him, aren't we? That'll do for now. Mr. Bear, that elaborates on Napoleon's. Well, I better open that up then, hadn't I? Make sure it's muted in case of any adverts or anything. Please mute. Oh. Please mute. Thank you. And I will have a proper... Oh! Almost looks like a kind of a custody thing in there. Fancy. I don't see any chocolate in that one. I'll have a proper look after. Now is not the time to be looking and getting hungry when I have a boss fight to do, but thank you for that, dude. Oh, Millie Fiuli? I've heard of those. They used to make me on MasterChef sometimes. You have some ambient YouTube stuff you load at night while you sleep. I've got, Alexa. I have to say her name really quietly so it doesn't activate her here or for any of you. She's still flashing. She heard me. Shh. Nothing. Okay. So I have her in my room, and sometimes if I'm struggling to sleep, she has this one called Space Deck, which I absolutely adore. It's like this ambient sound of like spaceship engines whirring. There's not really beeps or anything like that, but it just feels like the sounds you might hear if you could hear background noise while you're in hypersleep, which obviously you're not going to hear when you're in hypersleep, but that kind of thing. Like, not a lot going on, but just this chilled out, like, pink noise, I think they call it. It's not quite white noise. It's got a little bit more to it than that. Shifty, in college you'd combat your ADD by reading and writing while listening to Sigur Rós. I haven't heard him since it's Icelandic, and you don't get distracted by the words. Do you not find that you try and find words in it, or try and pick up on bits that sound like a language that you would understand at all? I mean, it's great that you found something that helps you there. I'm just curious, because when I listen to other languages, I try and find identifiable words or hear things that sound like they might be English but they're not. Cully, you do find you can't listen to new music, and often music with lyrics that you understand, in the background, as it distracts your attention from what you're trying to work on. Thank you! I cannot listen to music while I'm working unless it's completely mindless work, like cut and paste kind of stuff, which, you know, sometimes you got to do, like when you're doing data stuff. But if I'm trying to code, there's music with words. I can't even eat with music with words for some reason. It distracts me from the eating, or conversations with music with words in the background. It's weird. It's really weird. I think I used to be able to do it before I got ill, but like it's very, very hard, and I think cognitively, it uses a lot of cognitive energy to do that kind of filtering. Kylie, that's one reason why you have a few favourite songs and artists who sing in languages you don't know. You don't hear the words, and the vocals become almost like an instrument. Oh, that's cool that it works like that for you. Like I said, I try and pick out bits that sound English, or I feel compelled to try and learn the words in the other language. And Mr. Bear, the top frosting could vary. Okay, I like that it could be chocolate on there. Cully, call Alexa, Madam. That's what you and your mum did whenever you talked about it, but didn't want her to activate. That's cunning. I should do that. I often call her she who must not be named. Jalla, you popped off a moment for a dramatic cutscene. So much drama. Death, you have a mad god to fight now. Dude, you can do this, you got this. Fight that mad god and beat him. Beat him, like with tiny little sticks or whatever you've got. Shifty, what Curlsoft says is pretty right. The vocals are very ethereal almost, and possibly a result of the language being softer. Oh, that's cool. I will have to look this band up. Don't remind me what they were called. I will scroll back up and look. Sigur Rós music. Let me have a little look. Put it on the list. I love getting all these recommendations for things, and even if it's not something that I actually get into, you know, it's nice to see a few of the things that I haven't heard of that you guys have or that you're into. It's like a cultural exchange. Tack is a great album to start with. Let me add that onto the list, and then let's get back to the battle, shall we? A Sigur Rós music, try Tack album. Why does Tack make me think of a character from Shining Force 3? Who's that the little pointy nose gnome type guy? Someone will know. He might ride in a big, like, steam machine. Turk, but in Japanese it's spelt like Tark, I think. So that's what I'm thinking of. I answered my own question. Go about your business, guys. Let's kill this guy. Some of the early Tangerine Dream or Klaus Schulze is great to listen to as background. Tangerine Dream, I've heard a little bit of theirs. They did apparently a version of the soundtrack or score for the movie, is it Legend with Tom Cruise? I think, but I haven't seen that version of it, but I've heard it's really, really good because there's a lot of synth music, very, very 80s. The one I heard was much more orchestral and what you would expect of a fantasy film. So I'm kind of gutted that I haven't been able to find a copy of it with the Tangerine Dream soundtrack to it. It sounds like it would be amazing. Who else have we got here? Right, let's start taking some kind of a formation. So we've got magic users aplenty around here. Domingo, you're going to have to get in line, my friend. Sure, you can go there. Stop. Oh, I see a long message. Cully, what do you say? You have a fair few cases where you're hearing foreign songs and coming up with nonsense lyrics that they sound like. Anyone else remember Animutation Flash animations? I'm not going to try and sing that because I don't remember it, but I like if that's your version of the lyrics. I would love to eat some Skittles now. They did a lot of soundtrack work. Yeah, I've heard a bit of their stuff, but I've not heard the stuff they did for Legend. Jally, you did a podcast episode about Legend. Really? That's amazing. That's amazing, dude. You know what? I've got to admit, I never saw Legend as a kid. I've only seen it sometime in the last year for the first time. Weird, because it's the sort of film I would have loved as a kid. But watching it now, all I can see is like Tom Cruise is just always crouching really weirdly in it. It makes me kind of uncomfortable. Like anytime I see anyone crouching weirdly now, it's like you're doing a Tom Cruise. Arion, a fun fact about the soundtrack for Legend by Tangerine Dream is that they made all of it in a couple of weeks. They basically had zero time. Definitely need to hear it then. If it's, I mean, it's really highly praised, so it must be quite an amazing group to be able to do that. Jala, Sen Plus, Dave, and you were both on the episode of Monster Dear Monster. You were both on it? That's awesome, dude. I will definitely have to look that one up. You feel free to drop a link in the Discord and if you want. And for anybody who's not in the Discord, I will pop a link here in the chat. I have some crappy typing ASMR while I do that. And feel free to share anything you find interesting there. Cully, the US and Canadian release of Legend had the Tangerine Dream soundtrack. Yeah, I thought so, and the one over here isn't. Let's get Domingo lined up. We're only going to end up moving up again, aren't we? I don't know why I'm being so precise about this. Cully, speaking of Tangerine Dream and Klaus Schulze, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, you're also thinking of Jean-Michel Jarre's work in the 80s with taking people's voices from many different languages and programming syllables into keyboard notes to create voice-based tunes. Is that how they did it? That's amazing. I once heard a joke. What was it about? If Jean-Michel Jarre, if they married Jar Jar Gabor, then she would be Jar Jar Jar. It's a bit of a lame joke, but it did make me chuckle at the time. Jala, yes, Tom Cruise is always crouching in Legend, right? Such weird crouching. The two versions were basically totally different movies. Yeah, I heard that different bits were cut, and I think the presentation of is he called the Dark Lord or whoever he is, he was done differently in it. And there was like creepiness about the dance scene or something like that. I would really like to watch the US version of it as well, but I'm still recovering from all the crouching in the English version of it. Arion, in Legend, the Dark Waltz scene is iconic. Yes, there we go. See, I said it's something about the dance scene, wasn't it? You'd say yes to that dress. I got the better one. Did I really? Did I? I'm... Are you sure? The movie was originally 4 hours long or so. You went over some of the original concepts of it. That's amazing. And you know what? I feel like it's possible I stumbled upon your podcast on that then, dude, because God, is that on YouTube somewhere? Because I watched something about that. I don't know. Maybe it was you. Maybe it wasn't. I should go back on my YouTube history and find out. That would be... How fucking weird would it be if I'd done that? Recovering from the crouch. I mean, does that not require recovery, though? I mean, surely. What's wrong with this bit? Can I search that? I don't like... Okay, fine. I guess let's... Oh, we should save that for Wendy. Let's attack this one instead. Cully, you've heard that Jean-Michel Jarre and Jar Jar Gabor joke before. It is a good one, thank you. I mean, I guess it's a bit of a dad joke, but... Shifty, in the US, you don't have say yes to the dress. You get say yes to intestinal distress. And it's just clips of people eating food they know will give them a stomachache. Oh man, I need to see that. Actually, I don't know if I do. Do they throw up in it? I'm really not good with vomit. That is one of my biggest fears. Like, probably the... Saving that one. But we could stop it from flying around, couldn't we, by just staying there. One of the biggest sources of anxiety in my life is being around drunk people in case they're going to throw up. Like, I have this real... I'm quite an emetophobe. I believe that's the word for it when you're scared of vomit. Ollie, just stay out of the way, darling. Oh, you made it up? Why? I think you made it up. You need to make it, dude. Make it a thing. Make it a thing. People will watch that. You dropped a link to the Legend podcast in the Discord. Amazing. Yeah, I'm really curious now if that was the one that I happen upon. Like, is it on YouTube? Would I have found it? Or maybe I found it like just through like a web search. Otherwise, if like, it's entirely possible. It is entirely possible that I've seen that. I'll check it out properly a bit later on, dude. But I know I watched something with people discussing it, and maybe it was you guys. How mad would that be? Not on YouTube and it's audio only. Oh, then I probably didn't. I mean, I don't know for sure that it was on YouTube. It could have been like a video on a website, but if it was only audio... Ollie, you know what? I've got a little black cat here who has just seen the treats, so I am just gonna swap us over for a sec because the little black cat might actually come on camera properly for you guys. I know no one has demanded a cat, but for him to actually come along and ask for treats is quite unheard of. Come on, Ollie. Come on. You can maybe see him starting to approach. Look, a little bonus cat time. We have a little black cat. You can hardly see him, I know. It's not worth trying to manhandle him. Ollie, you come over here. Come over here. People will see you. You see how beautiful you are. You can see his butt. You can see his butt. He's got a very long tail. He's got the longest tail of all my cats. Not that I measured it one day when I got bored. You want some more? Are you going to face round for people to see you? You're going to face round? Can we see a little black cat? There's a little black cat. Good boy. No one else is running for treats. Good boy, Ollie. Okay, a little bit of bonus cat time for you. Ollie, Ollie, Ollie! Oi, oi, oi! He doesn't know what to make of that. He is very much a cat that likes to be fussed with your eyes only. You know, don't touch. Don't touch unless he comes to you and asks for it. He has big issues about consent, which is his right. You know, it's only right that I should respect that. But I do just want to cuddle him so bad. So bad. Anyway, right. You stepped away for a bit. Glad to see Domingo and Amigo together in this battle. Hooray! Not many houses have vomitoriums anymore. Oh, I don't want to think about that, Mr. Bear. The For Your Eyes Only cat. He really is. He really is. It's rare for him to come up during the stream, so I thought you guys might appreciate seeing him properly. When I'm just gaming in here, he's all over me all the time, just wanting to flop and get in the way of the controller, but when I'm streaming, he's not so interested generally. Well, keep Nick out the way. I'm gonna let Wendy have that wyvern. Wyvern. How do people say it? We've probably discussed that before as well, haven't we? We've gone through a lot of topics on this channel already, haven't we? We've had some pretty deep stuff too. You know what? I feel like freeze is the better option. Yeah. So overkill. Very dead. Give me some... Oh, give me some magic. Please give me some magic. Who else we got? Right, we've got the assassins. We got... They're still not here yet. What is it going to take to trigger them? And does anybody need healing? I think we're mostly alright. Looking alright. Wendy's fine. Oh, okay, so Shade needs a bit of a heal still. I guess Craig can get over there and do that. How much of a heal does he need is the question. Didn't pay attention. I feel like he could benefit from more of it. But you know what? 15. 15 is probably going to be enough, isn't it? I'm just thinking I might want to save a fair bit of healing for with these two bosses that are at the end. Old Roman thing, a vomitorium. Really? Ew. Ew! You just check your notes, Chloe. You think Wendy finally learns Blaze 3 at level 9? Where is she at? I'm close. Oh, dude, we're so close. That would be amazing. Amazing. It's going to take a little while to get anything better than that, though, which is a shame. I guess Domingo can just hover here. I don't know when these guys at the side are... Oh. Oh, I didn't notice the stairs up either side there. They're blatantly going to come in and try and rag me from the sides, aren't they? Let's just start piling up there. Come on down, sirs. Come on down! You get an injury, you get an injury, everyone gets an injury. Except me, I hope. Bazoo! In contrast, you think Marion in Book 2 will learn Freeze 3 at level 2 promoted. Go Marion! That's a bit nice, isn't it? Okay, nice. Okay, nice. If any of you watched that stream I did with Kay the other week. If you didn't, I suggest you check her highlights. We had a lot of fun with the voice acting for that. A lot of fun. We should do another one. We might in the next few days, actually, because she's got a few days off work now. I guess... It's too unwise. I really want to go and take this bishop down before he goes healing everyone constantly. We'll see if we can get him to come down a little bit if I bring... I didn't even check what magic she's got. If I bring Nick there, this feels dangerous. Dispel. She should be alright. Okay. He, on the other hand, has got Bolt 2. We need to be aware of that. Okie doke. Bolt 2 is only a 5 attack, isn't it? That's me doing the cross shape for the area. Bear with me a sec, guys. Sorry about that. He's not going to come down yet, is he, in Magicosaur? I don't think so. These guys... Let's see if we can tempt them out a little bit, shall we? And start forming up a bit higher again. Oh! Okay, so she's starting. How bad is she going to be? She's pretty bad. She's pretty bad, but... Oh, nice! Yes, mate, I love that for you. I love that for you, Randolph. If we can get her surrounded. Oh, boy. How bad are these guys? Tis but a scratch. Tis but a scratch. Bolt 2 is level 1 damage at bigger spread. Oh, okay, okay. So it is a bigger spread. Alright. Purple counter! Purple. You say purple and I think of Cadbury's. When I was growing up, my folks used to get in a bar of Cadbury's for after Sunday dinner. You know, anytime we'd have a roast on a Sunday, we'd have this bar of Cadbury's, but it was just known as purple at home. You got any purple, Mum? So yeah, you're kind of making me want some Cadbury's there. Oh, Shifty, it's been a wonderful way to get through the end of your workday, but you need to run and get some life done. No worries, dude. It's been amazing having you here. I've really appreciated hanging out with you, and I hope I'll see you again soon. I hope to have a good rest of stream as well, and I hope you have a great weekend, fella. and hopefully see you again. Take care, mate. I can use a little bit of this. Do a little bit of that. Stream. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. Take care, buddy. Guys, I am really sorry that it's been taking me so long today to get anywhere. But I do appreciate you. See, that's the thing I should reframe. Instead of apologising, I should be saying thank you guys for your patience sticking around with me tonight with this very long-winded and drawn-out battle. It is appreciated. Your support and your patience. Let's get rid of this bit, shall we? My stocky stock. Okay, same deal. This is going to be fine. Ignorant fools. Oh, good luck with that. You can have that one for free. You know what? You can have a third one if you really want. We can take it. They were probably one-hit kills anyway, won't they? So Shay, did he still need healing, or was he alright? Someone else needs healing, though, because she walloped quite hard, didn't she? Who was that? It was Randolph. Okay, we can't quite get to him, though. Never mind. Alright, he'll have to wait. Amigo! I guess it's going to get us some experience, isn't it? Holy motherfucking shirt balls! I forgot just how much that does! But I don't need to do a level 2, do I? Just to get Randolph in it. Let's just get all of us in this like that. That should be fine, right? Ollie, there's no more treats for you, my darling. No more treats, but thank you for being on stream. I don't know if you can hear him, he's making little squeaks down there. Amigo does need some experience. You're right, you're right. This gets her experience though, right? Does Aura do it per person you cast it on, or is it per person you heal? Do you know, Cully? Let's try and kill her, shall we? Nearly done. Ollie might like an Amigo tidbit. He'd like any tidbits he can get. He's a cheeky little one. They never come and ask for treats. That's... He's sat down there looking at them now. Bless him. I feel like that's overkill, but I also feel like she very much needs to die, so we're going to kill her. Yeah. And then others can bash on the executioners, or whatever they were called. Alright, come on, Barry. Oh, we were going to check, weren't we, whether we can use... we can use the Dark Sword. I don't know what it does, but it doesn't need to be that close. Do you think it's going to be a D-Sol? I feel like it could be D-Sol. Ariane, do you feel like Frable should have been fought much earlier in the game? She does feel a little bit underpowered for this, but I guess she's like a mini-boss for this battle. Cully, you think the experience is a mix of people hit and amount healed? Usually full amount if it covers a lot of little damage or at least a couple of decent chunks. Okie doke, so at least doing Aura level 1 should get us something decent there. I feel like this is going to be D-Sol, but we're going to find out. Yeah, probably D-Sol, but go for it anyway. For memes! Unaffected by the net, of course. Of course. Wendy Milless. Oh, we've got a delightful selection of rings. I don't think it's broken. It wasn't broken, was it? Something else broke. It was the halberd, wasn't it? The halberd can't be used again. At least until we fix it. Yes! Look it! Look it! Look it! She got Blaze 3 at fucking last. Now, Nick. Do the killing. Do the killing. Chop. Easy peasy. And who's going to do the next one? Randolph, sure, why not? So then we've still got a couple of chimeras over at the side that may start piling in for us now. But that's fine. How many hit points does it look like Duda at the top has? He has got 160-ish, would you say? Not great, but we will get there. Didst thou compare Shade and Stock? I didst not, fair Arion. Woe is me. Let me show you. Let me show you. So we have a Stock right here. I need a little drink, sorry. He is a bit of a powerhouse. He is a bit of a powerhouse. So what we got? 40, 62, 28, 21. And more hit points. Shade is better but less agile, am I right? 68, 33. Holy shit. What weapon has Shade got? He's got a Buster Shot. Shade is actually better than Stock. Didn't realise. Should have known, should have known. Are you proud? Are you proud, Arion? I hope you are. Shall we try and summon them out this way? That perspective is really confusing me because I feel like it makes it look as if the Chimera is a space in front of me because of, yeah, because of that column. But he isn't. I guess if we do a blaze, then we've also got room to do a bolt, haven't we? So let's go with that. Shade does have an extra level, but well over an extra level's worth of stats. Yeah, very much so. But Stock is still awesome. Stock is still... Ollie, what are you doing? You having a little squeak? There's no more treats. Do I need to put the treats away? Because I think you're just getting cheeky now, aren't you, boy? Let's put those away and hope nobody else hears that anything is happening with those. Oh, no. Guess who heard that something's happening with treats? Nothing for you, Buster. You can have biscuits when I'm done. Stock me, lad, do we? Let's see if we can get these guys to come down. It'd be nice to get the experience out of them, wouldn't it? There we go. Thought that would tempt him. Okay, they're kind of tough. And you two? Oh really? Is that how we're playing this? Don't make me counter you. I wish I could control that. Did the Atlas or Heat Axe break? That's what I want to check. None of that is broken. So we could actually use... Let's do that. They know Stock is one of your stars. They really do. They really do. They can't have him. Have they? They've got a snake for a tail as well. Never even noticed. That is quite the monstrosity. Apis, you... So he has the halberd, doesn't he? And that was the one that was broken. Dagnammit! Alright. Guess we're not attacking with him then. And... Nick has a ring, doesn't he? Oh, he's got the white ring. Alright. That's a shame, that's a shame. Guess we're just gonna leave him down here for a minute. Wendy, maybe she can get over and do something with those guys. Randolph certainly could, because he's got the spear, or at least the Valkyrie. Stock! Stock! In the name of love! We need to heal him ASAP. We can definitely do with him for fighting the zoo. Yeah, Chimera's had serpent. Oh, did they always? And I just never noticed. Shows how unobservant I am. You think it was the halberd that got whiffed after? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Rude. So rude. You know what? Just to make sure. Devious! Hello! How are you doing, my girl? It's good to see you. How are you doing today, sweetheart? Are you going to be streaming tonight? If you are, I would love to drop you a raid after this. And if you're not, if you've got any recommendations for someone that you like and would like to have a raid, because we're going to finish up after this battle, we're not too far off being done with it now. Your suggestions are very much welcome. But I hope you're doing a little bit better today and that you've had a restful day, not too stressful. We can't heal stock from here. I guess let's just start sending Cray upwards because he does pack a punch. Mr. Bear, the mythological creatures so you assume that Shining Force just copied that? It shows how much I know about mythological creatures, doesn't it? Roos. We can't get them with anything. Let's start heading up. I mean, he's a little bit squishy, but they really have got it in for stock, haven't they now? DVS. Oh no worries on a raid. Fair play. Ping to stream, but not. Oh, your plan? Hoping. I guess that is hoping to stream, but not too sure just yet. If you do, I would love to raid you, but if you're not streaming yet, then don't worry about it. Don't feel any pressure from me to get going in a hurry just for that. Guys, if you don't already follow DVS, can I give you a little nod over in her direction? She is my real life bestie, an absolutely amazing woman. I wouldn't be streaming if it weren't for her and her constantly nagging me to give it a go. So you do give her a little check out, won't you? Hey, Mr. Bear, that is the perfect song to sing for her. I'm not going to sing it. I'm not going to try and sing it. No, oh God, Buster! Just out the way. Go on, not on my laptop. Sorry about the wobble cam again. Let's kill the Chimera. If we can. Of course we can. It's Shade. He's a badass, right? There you go, Arion. See how good your boy is. Yeah! Let's get them DVS emotes in the chat. If it's going to show me my emote... Why isn't it showing me all my emotes? Alright, for some reason that's not working on my laptop right now and it's only showing me my own emotes. That's not super helpful. I will have to figure that out. I can't even make it disappear now. How do I make it go? Go away! I don't want to see! There we go. Anytime, my darling, anytime. Your channel is amazing. DVS streams all sorts of different games, like such a variety. And she is an absolutely lovely lady, and I highly recommend you go and check her out. Mr. Bear, maybe you can keep a foot for good luck. A Chimera foot. Yeah, I think it's more good luck not to have one of those. Shade needs a follow-up taunt playing that giant crossbow like a guitar. Oh, imagine! I would love that if the characters had taunts. Dude, that would be so cool. That's the kind of thing they could have added in Shining Force 3. You know, what with the voice acting and everything, they could have had like a really cool, like badly acted taunt. Amigo, tickling them isn't going to help anybody. But it's time to pile on in, guys. We have cleared out all the minions. And we just have the... Oh, fuck. Yeah, so he's got Bolt too. Okay. This is fine. We need to take down his bishop. And... that little bit of music there. A bit of that sounded very Dark Soulish. Yeah, anyway. Amigo Hill stock, that would probably be... wait, was stock? Did we not fix him? Oh, we didn't fix him! I should have done that. I really should have. At least I'm super social distance. I mean, yeah, that was a fortunate turn of events, wasn't it? Shade needs a trebuchet, that would be even better. No, you know what? Arion will get me in trouble if you go saying things like that. No, archers. Archers don't need trebuchets. Stock could have like a back-mounted trebuchet, that would be pretty cool. Let's have a go on this bastard. I'm not going to try and de-soul him with the Dark Sword because that does bugger all. I think we're probably just going to sell that and invest it into another Protect Ring or something like that. Of course he dodged it. I don't really want these guys lined up like this. But wherever he goes, he's going to be in danger. I guess we just got to attack like this. I forgot he doesn't have a throwing weapon, does he? Do it again! Wargroove has trebuchets. I think we've mentioned Wargroove before, and I feel like maybe I even picked it up on something at some point. Or maybe it was on Game Pass, but I've never actually played it. Windy... I don't think even Blaze 3 is going to get to them. She really needs to distance herself a little bit. It's not great. It's not great. Stock needs to get out of the way and get healed up. I'm not sending him in like that. Nick, you know what? We bought a load of... Ooh. Hey, buddy. Let's... The white ring didn't break. Let's just check that, shall we? The last thing I want is for it to break. It's fine. Alright. Let's go to the mall today. Alright. That is something. Yeah. All good. Stock still needs a bit of healing, but I feel more comfortable with that. Hopefully Amigo can get a bit of experience in dealing with him. Randolph, he still needs a heal. He still very needs a heal. But what he also needs is to get rid of this bishop, because he is going to be a thorn in my side. Sorted. Mr. Bear, it's a pretty good game. Big armies and the leaders have interesting powers. Fairly creative in terms of goals and scenarios. It does sound like a good one. I wish I had more brain power for playing this kind of game more. Yeah, they're definitely some of the more exhausting games to play because of the amount of stuff to keep track of. I mean, let's just attack. I'm still doing the thing where I press like down and a button to try and make it do more damage, like I used to do as a kid, just hoping that pressing something was going to help. Someone else needed some healing as well, didn't they? It was Randolph. And Apis. It was a lot of people. Cray himself needs some healing. Feels like overkill. Screw it, let's do it. Let's do it. I think Cray will survive another attack like that, won't he? Another bolt. Mr. Bear, it isn't super difficult unless you go for the time challenge. Yeah, I wouldn't be doing time challenges. 2 battles in nearly 4 hours now, so definitely not doing time challenges. I prefer to grind out units and capture everything. Also, it's got like a capture the flag kind of element to it as well. It sounds pretty cool, man. Magic. Wood. Guess it's gonna have to. Oh, fuck! Alright, so Domingo is now just meat for the grinder. I feel like he's not really going down a lot. Okay, come on. Everyone just pile on in now. They're all going to get horribly magicked. But hopefully between all of us piling in, we will get him down fairly quickly. That's more like it. You go, Shade. Amigo had to heal someone. Did Stock get fully healed? Nope. So she's going down there to finish him off. Which I guess can just be level 1, or I will do... They generally have a lot of cities, etc. capture. That's pretty cool, dude. So is it more tactical, like in the sense of you have to capture areas of the map to take control of things, or... Nogrun, welcome in! Your first time here? Glad you found the channel. Amazing! I'm glad to have you here. You love Shining Force 2? This is not Shining Force 2 tonight, but I also love Shining Force 2, as I expect you know if you've maybe found this channel through my Shining Force sites, perhaps. But we're playing Shining Force CD today. First time I've played it since it first came out, so it's like playing a whole new Shining game to me. You know. I thought you might. Does Bazoo live in an igloo? I mean, he will do after I've frozen his ass, right? Welcome in, though. So, do you stream? You've been playing some Shining Force 2 on that, if you love it so much, or... It is. It's also amazing nostalgic vibes from my childhood. But also, it's a game that I haven't played for many, many years. And maybe I will get around to streaming it at some point. We will have to see. I don't just stream Shining stuff on this channel. You too, nice. Yeah, I stream all sorts of stuff on here, but at the moment the Shining Force City playthrough is looking to take us probably a fair few months more. So there will be Shining content for a fair while now. Yeah, it's great to have you here. Thank you for joining in the chat. I don't know if you were ever a member of Shining Force Central, but we have a lot of people here who were part of the forums there. This is really quite unpleasant what's happening right now. Oops. So you might recognise some people here if you were part of it. Alright, at least we've got them down into digits now. Please don't. Okay, he's not too bad. I've also got a cat loving on my foot right now. They are definitely eyeing me up for snacks. Let's just pile in for now. As long as Nick is safe, I feel like we can do this. He's not too bad when it comes to, you know, whack with fist. Guess we'll get Apis in over this side. So have you played Shining Force CD at all, Nogren? Or is it just Shining Force 2 you've played, or that's your favourite one of the series? What's your Shining background? Nick, you know what, I'm going to keep him out of the way for the time being. He's alright level-wise, I just really don't want to get him killed right now. Cully, Bazoo's big spells are just food for Amigo's big aura. You know what, that's a bloody good way of looking at it, and it would actually do her a lot of good. I've got a cat behind me. Hey Luna Lou. Hey Luna. I would need to bring her up to do some of that in a minute, if the battle goes on long enough for that. Never, you played Shining Force 1 and 2 when you were a child. Sweet, so they're nostalgic for you as well. So have you not played Shining Force 3 at all? Because that's another amazing one. But Shining Force 2 is your favourite out of those two. What is it about them that, you know, that makes it your favourite versus Shining Force 1? Because I've got to say, I love the setting for Shining Force 1. I love the artwork for it more. I also kind of like that it's a little bit easier. But there's a lot of quality of life updates, as I'm sure you know, in Shining Force 2 that very much appeal to me, like in the item management front. Domingo, you cannot do a lot right now. You could be a mobile healer. Let's see if any... Oh, Gates needs some healing for sure. I think Barry does as well, but I guess... We are so lined up for bad things to happen. Gates looks more likely to snuff it from being whacked, so we'll go with that. But yeah, I'm streaming Shining Force CD every Friday evening UK time, so coming up to finishing time tonight. But yeah, about 6 PM UK time every Friday I'll be streaming this, if you want to come and join us for that. You should try other games from the franchise. What do I recommend? I would say definitely Shining Force 3 if you have the opportunity to pick that up. The translation project that was done by a load of people from Shining Force Central is absolutely amazing. The game itself introduces some really fun new mechanisms into it. I don't want to spoil them all for you by telling you about them, but it follows like a natural progression on from the other games. I would also say that if you've played Shining Force 1 and 2, you should definitely play Shining Force Gaiden Final Conflict, which was released on the Game Gear. There is a translation patch available for it. I may have been involved with the translation. I apologise profusely for how wooden the language is in it, but I wanted to be very accurate to what was said. I didn't want to flower it up too much and put words in their mouths. But that story actually connects the story of Shining Force 1 and 2. So that is a really nice game to sort of join them up like that. Those would be the main ones I suggest, but if you're wanting to try any of the newer games, then Shining Force Feather, which I call it new, it came out, must be 15 years or so ago now. It was out on the Nintendo DS. I've got a cat trying to climb on the keyboard, that's not helpful. That was actually, it's not so canon in terms of like the original Shining games, but it's kind of a nice modern take on it with some alternate combat mechanics in it. It's only available in Japanese, but there's a guide on Shining Force Central for how to play it if you look on the forums, and that one is, I think it's super fun. But yeah, I'm sure anyone else here in chat is able to suggest their favourites as well. There are lots of other good, oh my goodness, cats, the cats are all wanting their biscuits now because I'm playing so much longer than I meant to. There are lots of other early SRPGs that are good also. I mean, Mr. Bear, you are, oh god, don't press the wrong things, Moog. Yeah, you are the pro here at knowing like all the different RPGs, so I'm sure you can suggest some great stuff here for Nogren. Or Nogren, am I saying it wrong? Tell me if I'm getting it wrong. Whether it's Nogren or Nogren. I don't want to be getting your name wrong, dude. I guess let's Let's try Blaze 3. See how it looks. See what it does. It probably won't kill him, but we'll get close. Oh, we won't get close. He is kind of magic resistant, this guy. Okay. Cray, does anyone want some healing? Apis. Barry. Barry really wants some healing. And for anyone wondering why we call him Barry, it's because his original name in the Japanese version was Barry. Claude to me is the golem from Shining Force 2, so I prefer to call him Barry. I got it right? Okay, nice one. Nice one. And yeah, I hope you find the recommendations helpful, but you know, at the end of the day, you know what games you like and what will appeal to you from them when you have a look at them. So, you know, don't just go on that. Any of the early games are really enjoyable, particularly from a nostalgic point of view, if not anything else. Stock. Sure, we'll try and get this finished off, shall we? You figure like many birds, he ate berries. You and the puns, Mr. Bear. You and the puns. Right. Maybe Shade will finish this. Oh, maybe we should save it for... Who we want to feed him to, guys? Or is it... It's not worth the risk, is it? It's really not worth the risk, because he's just going to go and kill a bunch of us. And it will cost a fortune. Did he have something to drop, though? Let me just make sure. He has nothing to drop. Alright, we'll kill him. We'll get this over and done with. So that's correct. He's correct. Okay. He is dead. A winner is us. We have won. After 4 hours, we have made it through 2 battles, guys. GG, GG. Thank you for your patience.
Easy, Fribble. Remember, once that monster starts to move, he will never be stopped. Cyprus, Guardiana, and the world will be ours!
Don't quit now, Nick. We've got to stop that monster before it moves.
Monster. Do we have another cutscene? Oh. So is this the one that I can't now aggress from? Shh, Buster, I will biscuit you in a minute.
The summoning is complete. You're too late. Waldol, why do you hide your monster back there? Is something wrong with it? Let me go back there and see. No, not yet. Guards!
I'm getting his voice all wrong, aren't I?
Protect the monster until he's strong enough to move.
That... It's not Eon, is it? That's later on, isn't it, I think?
Nick, we don't have much time. Let's go.
Okie doke. So, I'm going to have to save it here. I don't know if aggressing is going to make me have to redo the battle. We will, I think we'll find out on the next stream. Let me just get to a point where I can save, and then I will catch up on chat. And we'll have a little look and see if there's anybody on that we can raid. Let's... I could have saved with any of them. I was thinking aggress. Never mind. Let's save it now. Just shows I've been playing it too long tonight, doesn't it? Alright. Are we saved? Are we all good? Read it, girl. Thank you. I am. See you later. Bye, little girl. Bye, little girl. Thank you for that. Okay, let's get that paused. Let's hop on over to the thanks screen. And let's have a little catch up on chat. What have I missed here? Cully, food for Wendy if you want to risk it. She needs level 13 for Freeze Street. Well, I mean, she will get there eventually. I didn't really want to risk having so many people die. Especially as I'm not sure whether we can actually aggress at this point and go back in without having to redo the last battle. Cully, you think this is the first of the final battles? We can aggress this one, but not the next. Okay, nice one. Eon is the end of book 2. It's all muddled up in my head, dude. It's been a long, long time. Mr. Bear, you think I can aggress? After I defeat him, he'll turn into Death Waldol, and you can't aggress then. Okie doke, okie doke. So I will get sorted out at the start of the next stream. As people start to rock up into it, we can get all the items and everything else sorted out, and then get into battle. But until next time, thank you everybody for the subscriptions, I don't know why the credits are all overlapping like that. There's something up with Stream Elements. I'm going to have to look into it. But But thank you to the new followers, to the subs, to the people who have cheered and played sound alerts, all the support tonight, not just in terms of those things, but just in terms of being here, spending time with me, and generally putting up with my dumb ass and how slow I've been. Thank you, everybody. Let's have a little look and see who we can raid, unless there's anybody here that has saved up enough channel points to be able to guide the raid. If there's anybody that you've got in mind for that, speak now, because we are going to go and raid someone else in a minute. Otherwise, I see... Oh. Okay. So, Grom is on, but we do raid him a lot. Flame Ink Live is playing Shining Force 2 at the moment. Now, they popped by my stream, I think it was last night, and we chatted a little bit, and I am sure they would appreciate the support. I think they're on the push for affiliate at the moment, so hopefully, if you all can join us over there, we might be able to push their numbers up to help them with that. So, unless there's anybody looking to guide the raid, let's get that raid going, shall we? Here we go. And so, yeah, thank you, everybody. It'll be, hopefully, next Friday, same time, same place. Is this actually happening? I think it's happening. And I will see you all then. There's probably going to be a few streams before then of Cyberpunk and Red Dead Redemption if you're looking for a bit of company during the week. Otherwise, until next time, this is Moogie, last survivor of Shining Force CD, signing off. See you soon!